Good morning. I'm so sleepy. Good morning. Hope y'all are doing good. Let's see. Took my first today. Jeremy, thank you so much for taking my first today. Makes me very, very happy that you could be my first. Then Daily Pillows, we've got Jacob on YouTube. Hi, Jacob. We've got Jeremy, Vortexiality, Grilled Egg, Nordy, and welcome in. Thank you, all of you, for grabbing your daily pillows. I hope you can be nice and comfy, cozy with your daily pillows. Yeah, today we're playing the extended demo for The Community Notes Are Wrong, which was sold to me as a bi pride good time. Yeah, you can see here, current build demo version, common route, chapter 1 of Levi's route, chapter 1 of Cheri's route, 2 early exit bad ends, and Rami's side story. Yeah. So this is our main character, and these are her 2 love interests. We love a bisexual icon. I'm personally very into the Gyaru idol, but we'll see if he wins my heart. Yeah, it's the game title. Yeah, the game title. The community notes are wrong. Yeah. What's poppin'? Not much, not much. I just woke up not that long ago, so I'm still waking up. But I'm ready to play. We'll play the common route. Yeah, throw pool. It would be nice. I wake up with a dry mouth and a throbbing headache. The sunlight filtering through the sheer curtains is far too bright for how I feel. Habit is a dangerous thing. My hand reaches across the bed before I'm even fully awake, searching for warmth that hasn't been there for 3 months. Of course, the bed is cold. I let out a slow breath, drag my legs over the edge of the bed. My slippers are still in their perfect little place beside the nightstand. I do keep my slippers right by my bed, too. I'm not used to them staying there, not since she left. She always kicked them halfway across the room or under the bed when she got up first. On my vanity sits a bottle of top-shelf vodka, the mouth still bearing a faint smudge of lipstick. Lipstick stain on a half-empty bottle of vodka. How lyrical. I should put that in a song. I should be working. Right now I could be writing, rehearsing, or at least replying to the 100 unread messages from notable talent. But I'm not quite ready yet. What's up? Hi, Brandy. Hi, Titan. Welcome in. Maybe today I'll float around the pool on the inflatable flamingo and wait for the world to end. Sip some champagne with too much sugar. Try those journaling techniques the therapist I didn't want suggested. But work is coming because the TV is on downstairs. I take one more swig of vodka from the bottle before dragging myself downstairs. You know, the spare key fob is supposed to be used for emergencies only, like a fire or a break-in. I'm about to lose my job, so I do consider it an emergency. The TV glows behind my intruder, illuminating his signature deadpan expression. Look at him, he's stealing my chocolate! That's mine! The fuck? It looks so tasty, too. My manager, Levi, has made himself comfortable in the lounge, one leg tucked under the other like it's his own home, chewing through the last of my artisanal chocolates. Hi, Shorts. Oh my god, so he's her manager? That means... Oh my god, she's just like a VTuber dating her manager. He has the TV tuned to a glossy talk show. You're not answering my texts or calls. I'm on my sabbatical. I told the agency that. Yeah, if they're gonna steal your chocolate, at least steal the white chalky. That's what I'm saying. You can take like that one, and you can take that one. Put that one back. Put it back. That one's mine. Leave it. That really puts the wind back in my sails. Thank you. It's true. Your fans are forgetting you. Blake Sings is trending every other day. Blake trends because he does a YouTuber apology every week. I refuse to cry on camera for engagement. Cheri's already got merch lines. He gestures to the TV where Cheri is mid-interview on a glossy talk show set. So, Cheri, now that you've made the jump from social media influencer to full-on recording artist, what's been the biggest change? Oh, the expectations! You go from people saying, oh my gosh, we love your covers, to can you top the charts? And Cheri's like, yes, watch over Cheri girls, peace. So she got signed? I didn't expect that. I don't need to be a Cheri. I have enough money to last me 20 years. Levi picks up the box of artisanal chocolates and jabs my chest with it. Not if you keep living like it grows on trees. You're the poster child of lifestyle creep. Look at this place. Do you even use all these rooms? Hi, Ludi. Welcome in. You can take the chocolate-covered cherry. I like fresh. Like, if it's a fresh cherry, I like chocolate-covered cherries. But I don't like the cordial cherries. They're, too goopy in the middle. Like I said, it's like snot in the center. It's gross. It's like sugar snot. Ugh. Yeah, y'all can have the chocolate-covered cherries if they're the regular box ones. Levi's voice grows serious. Ayla, you've got to move on from Rami. It's been 3 months. It's the first time anyone has said her name in this house in weeks. I stare at the television, not really saying it anymore. As if 3 months is enough to get over the girl you loved for 5 years. I am over her. It's done. I haven't texted her in weeks. I'm the pinnacle of sobriety right now. You smell like vodka. You're just full of compliments today. Levi sets down my chocolate, then rubs the back of his neck, the way he always does when he's about to pitch a business deal. There's a job. I'm on break. You haven't even heard what it is. I don't need to. If it's from Notable, they already know I'm not working right now. It's not a full return, just 1 track. You're singing for a film. Just 1 track is going to signify to my fans for a full return. I walk over to the counter, open the fridge, and close it again without taking anything. What kind of film? It's called Poinsettia. Indie, sapphic, coming-of-age movie. Oh. They cast Asians for those now? You're not acting in it, just your voice. Opening track, maybe the credits too. So, her song type of gig? If it turns into one, you get paid for it this time. I snort in half laughter, half disbelief. Levi's expression softens. It's filming in Belmont. Belmont? That gets me. I know my face gives it away. You still like it there? I had a good salt bread the last time I was there. Can't really get it here. They don't make it right. I can see that perked your interest. I shoot him a pointed look. Let me guess, the movie's about 2 girls in high school who fall in love over guitar lessons and bike rides through suburbia. Close, except it's film class and bummed cigarettes on the rooftop. I'm too old to be the voice of a teenage heartbreak, Levi. You're never too old to get an easy paycheck for sounding a little devastated. I'm naturally devastated. I should be charging extra. And it's perfect. Just show up and be your charmingly bitter self. The problem with having the same manager since your debut is that he knows exactly how to get you to take a job. He grins like he knows exactly what he's doing. The TV is still running in the background. Cheri's voice is still blaring faintly, but I'm not really listening. Belmont, huh? Let me make it clear, I'm not committing to anything. That's my girl. I'll start packing my bags. And Levi. Nah, we'll let him keep the key for now. I need to make breakfast to leave. I'm gonna make coffee, I'm gonna eat. I wanna do it without an audience. He presses a hand to his chest, mock offended. Ugh, cold. Is this how it's gonna be now? After everything we've been through? Everything we've been through involves you getting 15% of my hard work. It doesn't include a permanent residency in my kitchen. I walk past him towards the kitchen, making a point to not look back. After a moment, he reaches past me towards the plate on the counter, snagging one last chocolate chip cookie with a flick of his wrist before leaving my apartment. He stole my cookie too? This monster. Belmont is exactly how I remembered it. Just outside my hotel sits a plaza washed in light, the cobblestones shining like they've been freshly polished. I walk slowly through the square, letting the cool air settle around me. A few cafes are open already, chalkboard menus advertising morning specials. There are also couples everywhere, hands brushing across cafe tables, heads resting on shoulders, shared earbuds, stolen bites of croissants. Even the pigeons seem to be arriving in pairs. I allow myself exactly 3 seconds. I allow myself exactly 3 seconds to picture Rami and me on that green bench near the fountain, her hand playing with my hair before I push the image out of my mind. I'm not quite famous enough to be stopped on the street, but I slip on my sunglasses anyway. Yeah, look at it. We look so cool. They'll never know it's us. A few heads turn as I walk past a cafe terrace, but it's hard to tell if it's me they're looking at or the sun catching off my glasses. Keep moving, Ayla. There's a cafe that sells salt bread tucked under the blue awning with hand-painted lettering. The smell of I can't read. Hold on, let me hydrate. Blah, 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 blah. There's a cafe that sells salt bread tucked under the blue awning with hand-painted lettering. The smell of toasted crust, soft butter, and herbs makes my mouth water. I pull out my phone and check the messages from Levi again. Call time, 1:30. Studio address already pinned. Looks like I have just enough time to pick up the bread. The guy behind the counter greets every customer like they've been coming here for years, even the tourists. He's tall, sleeves rolled up to the elbow, and somewhat pleasant looking. His name tag reads, Jay. Have a good day, Margaret. The last customer leaves and I step up to the counter. 1 salt bread with cream, long black to go. Nice hair. Blue streaks are kind of punk for this part of Belmont. What can I say? I'm rebellious at heart. He grins. It's easy, maybe rehearsed. He does this every time he's alone in the cafe with a girl. When he's somewhat pleasant looking. Yeah. Let me guess. Visiting? Working. In Belmont? That narrows it down to art, film, or international espionage. Let's say music. Even better. Artists tip well. He takes a paper cup from the stack and uncaps the marker with a satisfying pop. Name? Just write A. Should I be asking for an autograph? Or charging extra for this level of intrigue? I'm intriguing to you? I don't know why I said that. It's too flirty. He slides my coffee and bread across the counter with another easy smile that comes with a loyalty card. Oh, I won't be here for too long. You can have the card back. Belmont's got a way of making people stay longer than they plan. You might end up writing a whole album here. I laugh, though a bit sadly. Notable's not gonna let me stay for that long. So hi, Barb. I could be gone by tomorrow. So you'll be around tonight. Tonight there's this pop-up thing happening on the street. Food, music, wine. You might like it. I blink. He's casual about it. Like he asks girls out between loaves all the time. Maybe he's just good at customer service. Maybe it's been too long since I've had sex, but his face is distracting. I'll think about it. You had a reason to say no? Maybe. And then, as if summoned by the universe, the opening chords of Recklessly float in from the cafe radio. I know those chords better than my own heartbeat. Piano, reverb, then my voice, younger, rawer. The first line slips out like it's been waiting for me to find me here. This one comes on all the time. Tourists love it, especially the girls. I'm so used to hearing it come on the radio at home, but I didn't expect it in Belmont. It's the first time I've heard the song since the breakup. You a fan, or is it one of those songs that's played so much it just haunts you? Haunts me. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I take a quick, sharp sip of the coffee. It burns, but I welcome the distraction. I can't look at him while Rami's favorite bridge starts to build. What's a high key energy? Welcome in. A lot of people love her, the singer. They say she's the voice of a generation. At that moment, my phone buzzes with a text from Levi. Where are you? You need to be at the studio in 10. I give Jay an apologetic smile. I gotta go. Jay nods, calling for the next customer, but not before shooting me one last smile. Recklessly was the first song that I ever wrote that mattered. 5 years ago, 20-year-old Ayla was holed up in a rented room with the keyboard that's stuck on a middle C and a bottle of cheap wine. Rami had left a scar behind. I couldn't stop replaying the last thing she said to me. The whole song came out in one night. I sent her the demo at 3 a.m., then cried until the sun came up. And then it caught fire. A queer playlist picked it up. People started sharing it with captions like, "This is what heartbreak sounds like." When Notable Talent called the next week, I remember thinking the email was fake. I remember them calling it authentic, raw, a perfect debut. What they really meant was marketable, but the amateur I was didn't know it then and didn't care. Suddenly I was a rising star. Recklessly turned into the lesbian anthem. It was in queer proposal videos, fan edits, and short-form content. People walked down the aisle to it, cried in traffic to it. If you want to indirectly ask a girl if it's lesbian, you ask, "Do you listen to Recklessly?" I push the memory back down where it belongs and focus on the weight of the bread in my hand, still warm. And honestly, I'm bloody proud of it. I didn't plan for it to happen, but it did. That song cracked open a whole new career for me. It made me someone. It made me Ayla Solis, the lesbian icon. I'm bisexual, but that part never made it into the press kit. It still hasn't. Rami wanted me to call myself a lesbian, so did Notable Talent. Easier to sell something the public already believed in. It was close enough to the truth. I wrote Recklessly for a girl I loved, and I didn't imagine I'd ever stop loving Rami. Even now, it's complicated. Salt bread, then work. I walk into the sunlight, the song still playing in my head. When I arrive at the location, a few crew members are outside, drinking coffee, smoking, and fiddling with gear. Someone's got a dog on set. It wags its tail at me as I walk past. Inside, it smells of hot lights and metal. I slip off my sunglasses. I haven't recorded in months, haven't even wanted to. But standing here, surrounded by the quiet bustle and set chatter, I feel again the itch in my throat, the flutter behind my ribs. I miss this. "You're Ayla, right? You're just on time." She definitely knows who I am, and I'm definitely late. She's young, probably working for free. She hands me a paper cup of herbal tea. "We've got a green room if you just want to chill before the sound check. The director's just wrapping up upstairs." "I'm good here." She gives me a thumbs up and disappears behind the curtain. "Yeah, good night, Barb. Sweet dreams." The recording studios already have set. A painted park bench just underneath a fake oak tree. Soft petals are scattered across the ground like someone's idea of love. It's sweet, a little on the nose, but I don't hate it. Ayla Solis? I turn. A boldly dressed woman approaches with a clipboard and a megaphone. "I'm Sophia. I'm directing this thing. Just want to say your songs got me through my first real heartbreak. Happy to be of service." "My wife will probably want an autograph. I hope that's okay." "Of course it is." She laughs before getting to business. "We'll start light. Ambient, soft strings, space to breathe. We're going for something vulnerable but grounded, nothing overproduced." An assistant passes me a folded lyric sheet. "It's just a draft. If something doesn't sit right, change it. Phrase it how you'd say it. We want it to feel like you." I skim the lyrics. A few lines are too polished, too neat, like someone trying very hard to sound authentic. But the bones are good. There's something there. Then I noticed something. I thought I was doing both the opening theme and the end credits. "Oh, there's been a change of plans." So hi, Puck. Welcome in. The door in front of me swings open. "Ayla? Look, it's her. She's so cute." I'm standing face to face with the one and only Cherry Rose. Well, you know what they say about good bones. The rest don't matter. I've never heard anybody say that in my life. What the fuck are you talking about? We stare at each other for a second, not knowing what to say. Then, "Oh my gosh, Ayla!" "What?" "Your music meant so much to Cherry." She throws her arms out like an old friend she hasn't seen in years. Okay, sorry. Cheri knows that she's being that girl, but... She cups a hand to her mouth, her voice dropping to a soft whisper. Ayla's music helped Cheri realize she likes girls. Cheri used to cover Best Friends Don't Do This in her bedroom every night after school. Cheri's neighbors thought she was going through something dramatic. Wow. I'm definitely used to fans, but I'm not used to having to work with a fan. I've seen your makeup videos too. You're Cheri Rose. Cheri used to steal Ayla's chord progressions and try to rewrite them. Cheri even dyed her hair blue once. It did not look like Ayla's, by the way. God, this is so embarrassing. Cheri swore she'd be normal. I'm not used to this tone from her. Cheri Rose, the 20-year-old Gyaru influencer with viral makeup and fashion tutorials and exactly 1 platinum single. Unlike me, her fame was a slow climb, a self-earned social media following. Also, unlike me, she appeals to her fan base not by being an agreeable personality, but by being brutally honest. Every single post on her Chirper account starts with either hot take or is Cheri the only one who thinks? And right now, she looks like she's genuinely trying not to explode with excitement. You're doing fine. Really? Because internally Cheri is screaming like full banshee. Aww. I expected you to be more intimidating, actually, or... Don't worry about being normal. Don't worry about being normal. In this room, normal usually just means boring. I think you're cool. See? This is why Ayla is awesome! Sophia told Cheri to match the room's energy, but Cheri's only has 1 setting maximum! Anyway, Cheri didn't mean to interrupt ya. They decided Cheri will be doing the end credits track, like last minute. They wanted a tonal shift, something more upbeat, and Cheri was like, say less. So here we are! Of course she's doing the end credits. Wait, sorry, are you working off Cheri's draft? This is yours? Well, Cheri and the music directors, but yeah, the second verse is Cheri's. Don't worry, Cheri's not precious about it, unless you butcher the phrasing. I'll try not to destroy your legacy. Yes, slay. She looks so cute, dude. Please, Ayla is Cheri's legacy. Okay, Cheri will get out of your way, but seriously, if you want to tweak or anything, go for it. Cheri trusts Ayla. I love when characters talk in the third person. It is kind of cute. It's cute in small doses, I will say. She starts towards the door, then pauses with her hand on the frame and looks back at me, suddenly softer. It's really good to finally meet you. You too. The booth is smaller than I expected. All glass and foam panels, the mic suspended like it's been waiting for me. There's a stool in the corner I won't use. I never sit when I sing. I step inside. The door clicks shut behind me. The outside world dulls instantly. The chatter, the footsteps, and the pressure of being watched all fade into something distant, like sound underwater. It's just me and the song. I slide the lyric sheet on the stand and read through it again slowly. I mark a line with my finger, then another. That word doesn't feel too right, too pretty. I swap it for something plainer. Whenever you're ready, Ayla, we'll do warm-up take first. Like, imagine hearing, Cheri is sad because Cheri committed tax fraud, and now Cheri is hiding from the IRS. Yeah. It's okay. I would help you. I'd help you, Cheri. I'll keep you safe. They'll never find you. I adjust the headphones. The track comes in. Piano, soft strings underneath. I take a breath. My voice doesn't sound the way it did 5 years ago. It's lower now, shaped by time and everything I never said to raw me out loud. I don't reach for the notes anymore. I let them come to me. As I start to sing, I picture the girl in the film. Her longing, the heartbreak of wanting to be seen, and the simple, terrifying desire to be loved. I sing through the verse once, feeling out of the shape of it, and then again, leaning into it. I stop halfway through the chorus and lift a hand. Give me that again, from the top. They do as I say. This time, I let the notes sit longer. I don't rush the silence between the lines. I let it ache just enough. And the words fall into place, like they've been sitting in my chest for too long, waiting for permission. I finish the take and let the last note fade on its own until there's nothing left but air. Silence. Yeah, okay. That was good. Through the glass, I see Sophia give a proud nod. I look back down at the lyric sheet so I don't smile too much. I step out the booth. Nothing like some good old-fashioned yearning. We love to yearn, baby. We are a yearning household. That's it. That's exactly it. We're off to a good start. Thank you. Cheri's standing near the console, arms folded tight like she's holding herself together. She catches my eye and mouths, oh, holy shit. Cheri knows she's not supposed to interrupt, but whoa, that was insane. You literally fixed the song. She listened to it? I didn't fix anything. You did? You totally did. Cheri didn't even know it needed fixing until it was fixed. I realized Cheri might be the only person here who actually understands the technical and emotional labor behind singing this way. Anyway, Cheri will let you bask or decompress or whatever it is serious artists do after being iconic. She points finger guns at me. Then she's gone, ducking out the room with a wave. Sophia's already talking to the sound engineer, rewinding something, pointing it into the waveform. She'll probably have some serious revisions for me. When I finally go on break, the studio feels quieter than before. There's a lightness in my chest that I didn't expect. I smile to myself. I'm fucking back, baby. By the time I'm done, my throat feels pleasantly raw, the good kind of tired. The studio's shifted into wind-down mode. Crew members coil cables, dim lights, and talk in the low, exhausted voices of people ready to go home. I spot Levi leaning against the studio wall, phone in hand, looking like he's been waiting. Wow, you got on Cheri's good side. I can hardly believe it. She asked me if you'd be interested in hanging out after filming. I put her number in your work phone if you're interested. She's young. She's a little intense for me, if I'm being honest, and I also explore Belmont by myself. You get your salt bread? I did. I was gonna eat it now. Oh, I thought this was for me. He lifts the brown paper bag, the entire reason I came here. What? That's mine. Give it back. I reach for it. He raises it effortlessly out of reach. You're giving me orders now? I'm your manager. It's my salt bread. I earned it. I did a good job. Not all of it. Is there something you forgot? This is about my spending again. Levi tilts his phone towards me. You haven't posted on Chirper in 3 months. I was on my sabbatical. And now you're back. They want you posting at least twice a day from now on. And don't look at me like that. I didn't make the spreadsheet. Twice a day? What do they want? Behind the scenes crumbs? An artsy shot of my coffee? A caption about how grateful I am to be here? Preferably all 3. He shrugs. Everyone your age lives on social media, the exec said. It's the only way to stay relevant. And look, it's also a chance for us to control the narrative a little bit. I knew it. I should have faked my own death. Chirper? Don't you mean Z? It's just not the same. It's just not that. Twitter was literally so iconic. And then they completely destroyed, like, the most perfect marketing. Be grateful they're not making you do short form video. Oh my god, they could have had us become a TikTok star. He unlocks his phone and turns it towards me again. They've rolled out something new. It's called Chirper Queue. It's a post scheduler. All you have to do is queue some posts in the morning and carry on with your day. He hands me my work phone. Chirper Queue sits neatly along the bottom row of apps, freshly installed. I open it. 3 drafted posts wait inside. You can think of it as assisted authenticity. How dystopic. Why can't Notable just post for me? It's actually a compliance thing. The ethics committee decided agencies shouldn't function as complete mouthpieces for their talents. We have an ethics committee? He leans back against the counter. Recently, an artist claimed her agency posted something political in her name without her approval. She sued the company for the reputational damage, said it wasn't what she believed in. Did she win? No, but it was messy. There were depositions, internal email leaks, sponsors got spooked. It looks like our agency was puppeteering her. So they built a system where, technically, you're the one pressing confirm. There'll always be 3 drafts sitting in here. You can tweak them or write your own, which I know you're not going to. But if something goes live, it's because you approved it. It protects the company from being accused of scripting you, and it protects you from claiming you didn't know what went out. Right. So basically, I'm approving whatever Notable wants me to say every day, and if it backfires, it's my fault? More or less. His voice softens, just slightly. Your choices do matter, Ayla. Different posts land differently with fans. Now that you're working again, eyes are on you again. I sigh. Just choose 2 posts to queue, then you can have your salt bread. Oh, let's see. Hashtag Belmont, you still look the same, in a good way. Good vibes, good people. It's so nice to be back. Or, back in the studio today, singing again feels grounding. Or, hey everyone, sorry I've been quiet lately. I took some time off, but I'm back now and I'll be around more. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll probably pick that one. And then, I think that one. There we go. I passed the phone to Levi. Happy? Nice. Though I wouldn't have drawn attention to my absence personally. Well, if Notable wrote it, then it's been approved. I tapped the final schedule button and watched the little loading circle spin. The smug, digital birds in the corner chirp and do a little dance. Alright, done. Now give me my bread. Levi lowers the bag with an exaggerated care, like he's presenting a newborn. Enjoy the rest of Belmont, superstar. Eat a real meal. I snatch it from his hand before he can change his mind, fingers already itching to tear it open. I peel back the top and freeze. Half the salt bread is gone. You didn't! Levi's already halfway to the exit, hands in his pockets, as casual as a sunrise. I was hungry, and you took too long. Time is money, mine specifically. Levi, this is a crime! You'll live. You'll be paying for the next one. I'll be late tomorrow. I take a cab back to the hotel to drop my bags off. My room is exactly how I left it. Curtains down, bed slightly unmade, the minibar remains untouched for now. I toss my bag into the chair and flop onto the bed. There's still a glow humming under my skin. Singing did that again. The way my chest loosened, the way the rest of the world went still when I held that last note. For a few minutes, I was raw and honest. I turn over, causing the scrunched up paper bag in my pocket to crinkle. Half a loaf is nowhere near enough to satisfy the craving. Besides, I'm starving. I want to fill my stomach, maybe wash it down with a drink or two, anything to keep my mind occupied long enough that Rami doesn't wander back in uninvited. I wonder if that cafe is still open. I stand, about to pull on my black combat boots I've been wearing all day. They're heavy, platform stompers, picked out by Notable to fit in with my brand. I'm on holiday. Maybe I should wear what I want for once. I opt for the other pair still in my suitcase. A cute pair of buckle heel pumps. I bought them at the thrift store when I was still playing open mics for tips. They're soft, a little worn, and definitely don't fit the edgy icon mood board that Notable created for me. Yeah, dress up, dress up. Yeah, I was hoping it would be dress up, but it's fine. Putting them on gives me a small spark of adrenaline, even if they're only meant to be shoes. I grab my bag, toss my room key in, and slip out the door. The sun is already sinking by the time I head back towards the cafe. The festival is spilled fully into the streets now. Pop-up stalls crowd the stone paths, strung with warm lights that flicker on one by one as the sky softens into gold. There's music everywhere, from live guitars to tinny speakers to someone singing over a shared bottle of wine. The air smells like sugar, smoke, and skewers. People drift in loose, happy clusters with no one in a hurry, and everyone deciding what to eat next. Where's my customized outfit interface? I know, it would have been so fun. That would have been such a cute minigame. It's nice. I leave through the crowd, letting the noise wash over me. By the time I reach the cafe, Jay is just locking the door, key jangling in hand. Hey, you're back. One salt bread not enough? My manager stole half of it. Please tell me you have leftovers. Nope, we sell it by the afternoon, every day. He pockets the keys, studying me as if I'm a puzzle he's enjoying. What do you have planned for the rest of the night, mysterious lady? Dinner, but I'll walk around the festival for a bit first, as per your suggestion. Mind if I join you? The last of the sunlight catches in his hair, turning it the color of polished copper. For a second, it's hard to look directly at him. I pause, Levi's words drifting into my mind. You've got to move on from Rami. Sure. He grins, easy and nonchalant, and falls into step beside me. By the way, nice shoes. They look cute. Oh my god, he complimented my shoes. The festival winds around the old town center like a loose necklace. Sorry, it winds around. Sorry. Beads of sound and lights strung between food carts and makeshift stages. We walk side by side, close enough that our arms brush now, and then when the crowd squeezes in too tight, Jay points out things as we pass. That one's grilled peaches on sourdough with rosemary honey. Ooh, that sounds good. Dangerous combo. You'll dream about it for weeks. He gestures to a woman flipping something golden in oil. That's fried polenta stuffed with garlic mushrooms. Technically a breakfast food, but it's a local favorite. Oh, that also sounds so good. No, I haven't eaten breakfast yet, you bastard. Jay, how could you do this to me? I nod along until he points to a row of glazed meats on rotating grill. The skewers look like little cubes of sunshine on a stick. No, it also sounds delicious. Oh, I should mention I'm a vegetarian. Bitch, not me. I'll take it. I'll eat it for you. That's not a problem here. He scans the stalls, eyes narrowing like he's searching for something specific, then brightens. Come this way. He leads me across the street to a smaller stand tucked between a wine tent and a candle cellar. The air smells like cheese and something herbaceous. They need a disclaimer to eat before you play. I know, it's making me hungry. The grilled peaches on sourdough with rosemary honey, I'm still thinking about that, especially since it is stone fruit season right now. It is stone fruit season right now. Fried cheese skewers, you had to try them. You're more of a foodie than I thought. I'm a professional. The vendor hands us 2 skewers, each one stacked with cubes of golden crispy cheese threaded with sprigs of rosemary. The trays are already showing grease stains. I reach for my wallet, but Jay's already tapping his card in the machine. You don't have to do for that. I can pay for myself. It's my apology for running out of salt bread. I glance at him, then back at the cheese in my hand. Part of me thinks it's unfair that he pays. I probably out-earned Jay by at least 10 times. Maybe more if notable talent isn't lying about the royalties. But Rami never once paid when we went out. Not for dinner, not for coffee, not for the stupid late-night dumplings she always insists are a good idea. I ended up covering for everything, every time. And then there's Levi, who's always finishing my orders and now stealing bites out of the food I paid for. Thank you, Jay. Sometimes it's nice to be treated like a normal girl. We keep walking. There's a small stage near the fountain now, lit by soft yellow bulbs. A girl with hoop earrings and battered acoustic guitar plays something slow and rhythmic into the open air. People have gathered in a soft half circle, wine cups in hand. We stand and watch for a while, awash from the music. My shoulders are touching Jay's again. You still hungry? A little. Let me take you to one more place. The taxi lets us out in front of a sleek building with a restaurant on the top level just above the city lights. Wow, so romantic. Inside, the restaurant has floor-to-ceiling windows offering a sweeping view of the city at night. The tables are dimly lit by candles in the faint glow of hanging lamps. The food smells of saffron and butter, carried by well-trained waitstaff who sweep gracefully between the tables. Jazz plays on the speakers. Hi-fi, welcome in. There's no denying it. It's a romantic place. Everything about it feels curated for intimacy. You're so stiff. Don't go on dates often? He's calling it a date. Not really. When the waitress comes, Jay takes the menu without asking and places our order. He remembers to choose vegetarian dishes for me. Truth be told, I just got out of a 5-year relationship. 5 years? Damn. Yeah, and you're the first person I've gone out with since. That explains a few things. What happened between you and your ex? What stupid guy let you go? Woman. It was a woman. His expression shifts. Surprised, but not put off. Oh, so you're a lesbian? Sort of. Does nobody know what bisexuals are? Does nobody know what bisexuals are? The words catch in my throat for just a second. I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand things? I didn't mean to. It's fine. I meant to say I'm not a lesbian. I'm bi. I don't talk about this. I've never talked about this. Not to journalists, not in interviews, not even to most of my friends. And I've just said it to a man I met this morning over a coffee order. Pick both, but you have to pick one. Dude, it drives me insane because, like, straight people will always assume you're gay, and gay people will always assume you're straight. It's like the most infuriating thing. Like, you are never enough for either side. And they think that, oh, well, you'd be happier if you just committed to the other side. But it's like, bitch. Bitch. It's so frustrating. Biphobia is real, dude. But he doesn't know I'm Ayla Solis. I'm just a regular girl coming out to him. It's just easier to say I'm lesbian. Wait, why? Yes, it's simply, without an agenda, like it's a normal question. That makes it worse because now I'm either going to lie or keep going. My ex was my first love. We were together for 5 years. The first year was really, really good. I leave out the press, the marketing, the way people turned our relationship into a headline. Then I started traveling for work more, being away, and I suppose while I was away, mental health was a struggle for her. Drugs were a struggle for her. It affected how I was treated. I say it in a passive voice. It's easier that way. The waitress returns, placing a wild mushroom risotto in front of me and a fried tofu dish in front of him. Oh, those both sound so good. Being bisexual became a problem. She worried constantly that I'd leave her for a man. Eventually, she started asking me to identify as a lesbian. Said if I didn't, it meant I wasn't loyal. I pushed the risotto around my plate, watching the cheese melt slowly into the rice. So hi, CJ. She was the one who cheated in the end. It's always that projection, dude. I don't say Rami left me for another lesbian. I can't prove that's why, but it felt like it. It wasn't enough that I loved her. It only mattered that I could never love anyone else. I looked up. Jay is watching me carefully. His fork set down. He's giving me his full attention, which somehow is the most exposing thing that's happened to me all evening. I've just handed a stranger things I'm not supposed to say on record. I don't know what possessed me. The wine, maybe. The festival. The fact that he paid for the cheese skewers and asked no questions. The fact he doesn't know who I am. Or maybe it's just that nobody's asked in a long time. Sorry, I don't know why I told you all of that. Yeah, I see. I'm sorry, eh? He says it gently, carefully. It's okay. I mean, I think it was my fault too. The whole label thing was stupid. If lesbian meant that much to her, then maybe I should have just... No. She cheated. That wasn't you. You didn't make her do that. I glanced up. He sounds genuinely angry on my behalf. The lights outside twinkle like scattered sequins over the city. For a moment we sit there, candles flickering between us. You know, it's alright. I'm bi too. Let's go! Bi king! Oh my god, bi for bi energy, baby! That catches me off guard. I mean, I've never been with a guy. All my past relationships have been with women. Overall, I prefer women, but the attraction's still there. Yeah, pretty much. Let's go. I respect you. I respect you. I respect you, bi man. There are guys I've been into. I don't do online dating, though. It's hard finding other guys who like guys in the wild, you know? Besides, I want kids someday, so dating a guy feels less likely. For a second, I don't know what to say. Then I smile. So it wouldn't have worked out between us anyway. You don't want kids? Yeah, just get IVT, yeah. Or you can adopt. I'm unsure. I wouldn't want to risk something that matters to you. Jay chuckles, returning to spear his tofu. It wouldn't have worked out anyway. I can't see myself leaving Velma. That cafe is my home. We eat the rest of our meal slowly, our earlier tension diffused into something easier. I could be tempted to come visit you again. Just make sure you leave some salt bread for me. The conversation softens. We talk about lighter things, like the customer Jay hates the most, tourists who ask for plain toast and tip in coins. He tells me how the oven broke mid-morning rush once, and he joked the cafe was going through a raw food phase until the technician arrived. Without the tension of possibility, maybe even because of it, I feel closer to him now than I did before. Jay walks me through the quieting streets of Belmont. By the time we arrive at the hotel, we're talking like old friends. We slow our pace when we reach the entrance. For a moment, I consider inviting him in. The thought of warm-skinned borrowed comfort and the airplane food of intimacy of a one-night stand rises instinctively. But I don't. After everything I spilled at the dinner table, sex is the wrong kind of intimacy. I shortcut to something I don't actually want. I turn towards him to say goodnight. He steps forward, his hand brushing my cheek, and the kiss is tentative, a brief touch, nothing more. My first kiss since Rami. And then I hear it. A faint click in the distance. The kind of sound you don't notice unless you're used to flinching at it. A camera shutter? Jay. I've never kissed a celebrity before. I freeze, pulling back just enough to look at him. You know who I am? I mentioned your name at the restaurant. Rami. I looked you up when you were in the bathroom. Ayla Solis. There's a little glint in his eye, as though he's amused he figured it out. I let out a rough breath, half laugh. Yeah, that's me. He gives me the same easy grin from the cafe, like none of this changes anything. Let me know if you're ever in Belmont again. Let me know if you ever sleep with a guy. We both laugh, and then we hug one last time. Then he turns to go, hands in his pocket, fading back into the stillness of the street. I watch him walk away before stepping through the glass doors of the hotel. Goodbye, Jay. Hi, Nugget. Common Route, Chapter 2. They already took a photo, bro. I wake up later than I meant to. The curtains are still shut, but the late morning sunlight filtering through them has turned the room into a hazy gold. My phone buzzes a few times, probably Levi wondering where I am. I didn't give Jay my number. I should order room service. Something ridiculous just because I can charge it to Notable's card. There was an ad for gold flake waffles in the hotel elevator. That feels like the right level of indulgent. It's my last day on set. Sophia suggested Cheri and I do a harmonized tag at the end of the song. Other than that, it'll mostly be the filming of the promotional clips, behind-the-scenes footage, and fake laughing with the director. I can handle that. My flight's at 7 in the evening. I'll be home before midnight. My phone buzzes again. I roll over and pick it up. Notifications flood across the lock screen. All of them are from Chirper. Is it the posts I scheduled? The first few are just noise, then they start to take shape. Wait, the rumors were true? We really can't have anything. Another queer baiter exposed? Please tell me it ain't so. Why do bi women always end up proving the biphobes right? Are we just an aesthetic team? Oh, I'm gonna kill you. I'm shooting lasers from my eyes right now. Okay, wow, so now dating a man is a crime? You guys are pathetic. I blink hard. My heart's starting to pick up speed. And then I see it. A photo, grainy, zoomed in. Me and Jay kissing. The lights from the hotel lobby glow in the background, and my hand is on his chest, leaning into him like a romance film poster girl. The caption reads, lesbian icon Ayla Solis spotted kissing a man in Belmont. It already has 10,000 likes. My mentions are a war zone. Remember when I called Ayla Solis a fake les like last year? Well, I was right. Explain? Please, please tell me that's shopped. You're not dating some ugly male. Dude, people really do talk like that's crazy. I should stop reading. It's like some invisible force is compelling my fingers to keep scrolling, to keep spiraling. I need to say something, anything. I need a post to clear the air. I'm still staring at the screen when there's a knock on the door. Ayla, it's me. Let me in. I move to get up, but before I can even reach the handle, the door swings open. Just kidding. Think I wouldn't take the extra key? Levi. Is he here? The guy? Levi, my Tripper account's a mess. They're saying... Yeah, I saw. Someone had an exciting night. He's hiding how much the situation is spiraling to protect my feelings. Don't worry. Notable's in damage control mode right now. It's still early stages and mostly from nobodies. We can get the post deleted, claim it's shopped, say it's not you. The notifications keep coming. One in particular catches my eye. The photo is real, guys. I saw Ayla Solis at the restaurant with the guy. It's accompanied by a photo of Jay and I at the restaurant, taken in good lighting. The quality of the photo impeccable. How should I respond? They're all asking me to respond. Levi reaches to take my phone from me, but I cradle it to my chest before I could take it. His hand drops to his side. Liking one thing is fine, but I draw the line at liking two. I know, dude. It's crazy because you get it from both sides. You get the straight people who are like, oh yeah, she was only dating a girl until she found the quote-unquote right guy, and then she'll go back to being straight when she finds the right man, which is so infuriating. Like, fuck you. And then there's the lesbian side, which is like, ew, how could you even like men? They're so fucking disgusting. You're such a fake. You're just a straight person who wants to pretend to be gay. It's so infuriating. Like, shut the fuck up. I swear to God. It's so annoying. I'm so annoyed at biphobia. As a bisexual, it's so infuriating. Because I've dated both. I've dated guys and I've dated girls. And I've dated guys that have transitioned into girls, and I've dated girls that have transitioned into guys. I've covered the whole spectrum, really. And the biphobia is always insane, because I've had it when I was like, I remember at the time I was dating a guy, and I went to Pride, and people are like, how dare you bring your boyfriend to Pride? It's like, bitch, I'm still bi. I'm still bi just because I'm dating a guy, right? It doesn't change anything. It's especially like, it's always towards like bi women. Bi women are always the ones that get the flack for it, right? Bi women always get the harshest treatment. The guy comes out as bi, it's always like, oh my God, good for him. He's such an icon. We love him. And then if it's a woman, I was like, oh, she's just pretending. She's just pretending to like girls for men. It's like, okay. That's so fucking annoying, dude. Let's just get to set, Ayla. We'll sort this out. Ignore the trolls. He rests a hand on my shoulder. I let him pull me up, the phone glued to my hand. Levi calls us a ride. I'm in the back seat of the taxi, still glancing at my phone at the oncoming barrage. Some claim Jay is married and I'm a homewrecker. Others claim I cheated on Rami. People are stitching together old posts, screenshots, and interview clips trying to prove one of the above. You know, Ayla, it's not even the fact you're not a lesbian. It's that you fucking let us believe you are. Your fans felt represented by the narrative you sold. If you're bi or straight, why didn't you say so? I read it again. Then again. Words feel heavier each time, like they're pressing directly onto my ribcage. I want to reply it's not my fault, but would that even matter now? Would they listen, or would it just look like another excuse in their carefully drafted PR statement? Is it actually my fault? Levi, who's sitting in the front seat, turns around suddenly. You're still looking at your phone. Stop. I know. Notable's on it. We're drowning out the comments. By tonight, all the posts will be buried under positive ones. The cab driver changes the radio station. I try to focus on the lyrics, but the words blur. Everything sounds underwater now. We're almost there. Don't let them see you rattled. I nod, even though I'm not sure I can pull it off. I know I need to hold myself together, but part of me wishes the cab would just keep driving. Instead, it pulls up to the curb. It's just a film set, Ayla. Most of them are too busy getting their jobs done to care about your love life. He's lying. Look at the way the production assistants near the equipment truck are huddled together. Their eyes darting towards us, then back to their phone screens. The whispers are invisible, but I can feel them like static on my skin. As we head inside, the usual bustle of the recording studio's there, but the staff seem on edge. This is the first time I've been flamed on the internet. Is there a template on what to do? Tea's on the table, Ayla. Sophia wants everyone on the floor in 5. Thanks. I reach for the tea, but my hand hesitates. The PA doesn't wait for a response. Just yesterday, she was asking me for a selfie for her sister. Now she practically scurries away. I see Sophia standing by the fake oak tree park bench set. She looks exhausted, her jacket wrapped tightly around the studio's chill. She's arguing with a man in a headset. It's about the buy-in, Sophia. The whole film was marketed on honest representation. If the face of the soundtrack's being flamed for line, the audience is gonna look for reasons to critique every frame I fucking shoot. And shoot it better, leave no room for critique. I also think having a straight woman seeing the credits compromises a project's authenticity. I hired Ayla for her voice on her dating history. Think of the brand association. My name's on those credits too. The contract is signed, we're recording. Oh my god, Sophia's standing up to me. She's standing up for me. The cinematographer scoffs, throwing his hands up, and walks past me without a word. I take a step forward. Sophia, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for production to get dragged into this. Ayla, are you alright? I'm surprised you showed up. Most stars would have called in sick with the PR-approved migraine. I don't want to let the project down, but if it's better for me not to be here, I can leave. Look, the investors are twitchy and Marcus is worried about his artistic integrity, but we have a schedule. The internet has a 48-hour memory span. We just need to outlast it. Can you sing or are you going to crack? I feel the weight of guilt by association. I'm not just a singer anymore. I'm a budget risk. I'm a PR headache. I'm the reason these people are getting mean comments in their own mentions. Before I can respond, a sharp rhythmic clicking of platform heels sounds against the concrete floor. Cheri's pink and black setup is a jarring contrast to the somber mood of the room. Ayla, Cheri saw the photos. They're saying horrible stuff about how Ayla was lying, how Ayla was never a lesbian. Cheri wants to ask, are the photos real? Hi, Astra, welcome in. I mean, they are real, but I never meant to mislead anyone. It wasn't calculated. Cheri's face hardens. A lie by omission is still a lie. I apologized to her? For what? Not correcting strangers? I turned to Sophia instead. I'm going into the booth. I walked past Cheri, feeling her glare burning into my back all the way into the glass room. The glass door of the booth seals with a low, soft, heavy thud, cut off by the low murmur of the studio. Through the glass, I see Sophia whispering to Cheri. Cheri looks agitated, her hands moving animatedly before she suddenly goes still. She looks at me, not with the starry-eyed gaze of a fan, but with the sharp clinical judgment of a rival. Then, after a few more words from Sophia, Cheri huffs and walks towards the booth. Are we not recording separately? Sophia's voice crackles through my headphones. No, I won't get the blend I want you to, tracking separately. Cheri is getting in the booth. Oh, wait, I'll track the lead and then you can have Cheri layer the harmony on top. It'll be cleaner that way. Easier to edit out any mistakes. The door opens and shuts again, sealing Cheri inside. Her sweet candy-like perfume immediately fills the small space, clashing with the sterile smell of the foam padding. She adjusts her headphones with jerky, angry movement. Sophia, really, for the sake of technicals. I'm the producer, Ayla. I want the organic bleed. I want you two breathing the same air. Face each other. Share the bi-directional mic. The bi-directional mic as opposed to the gay directional mic? Oh my god, this production set's full of fakers, isn't it? Cheri's cold eyes trace the lines on my face as if looking for the lie hidden in my skin. We step closer until we're barely a foot apart. To share the mic sweet spot if we have to stand in each other's personal space. Cheri's whisper is razor sharp. Try not to go flat. Cheri would hate for the icon to be the one who ruins the take. Just follow my lead, Cheri. Ready? And go. The piano melody swells in our ears. I take a breath, watching Cheri's chest rise and sink with mine. To harmonize perfectly, I can't look away. I have to watch the shape of her mouth, anticipating the vowel sounds, timing the release of every consonant. I start the note, a soft, haunting melody. A second later, Cheri slides in. I expect her voice to fight mine, a reflection of the tension between us, but as our voices meet, something happens. She catches my vibrato, and she mimics it perfectly. Her higher register wraps around my lower notes like silk over stone. It's effortless. It's the most honest thing I've felt all day. Her eyes widen slightly as she realizes it too. We're suddenly, terrifyingly, on the same page. The final note lingers, fading into a beautiful, resonant silence. Neither of us move. We're still standing close enough to feel the heat coming off each other. Cheri's lips twitch, her cold expression flickering for the first time. Okay, that's the one. I don't even need to touch that in post. Cheri is the first to break eye contact. She steps back, adjusting her cardigan as if she's shaking off a layer of dust. Ayla's timing was off on the last bar. Was it? Because Sophia seemed to like it. Whatever. Cheri doesn't care. She bolts out the booth before I could say another word, letting the door slam shut behind her. My hand rests on the cool metal of the mic stand until it's warm. I linger behind in the booth away from the crowd for as long as possible. By tonight, Levi said all the posts will be buried under positive ones. Oh my god. Ayla Solis returns from her trip to Velmont today. Hashtag stay tuned for pics. Say it's fake. Please say it's fake. We're excited for Ayla's final day on the poinsettia set. Big things are coming. I defended you for years. It's definitely her in the pic, by the way. Same necklace. So hi, Tony. Lesbian icon Ayla Solis, no longer a lesbian. I shipped Rami and Ayla so hard. They were my OTP. This feels like being cheated on all over again. So proud of our artists for continuing to inspire audiences worldwide. Hashtag notable family. You know what hurts? It's not that she likes men. It's that she built her career on visibly loving women. I hate rich people. If she was bi or straight, why didn't she say so? Why let young lesbians look up to her? You need to address this immediately. Silence is not a strategy. Drop her. It's unacceptable for a sapphic film to have straight women singing in the credits. See, they always assume you're fucking straight. It's so infuriating. How's my favorite marshmallow VTuber doing? I'm nice and toasty. You hate rich people? What the fuck did I do? Prove it. Prove it. How do I know you're really rich? Prove it. I'm kidding. No, that's they're making fun of they're being mad at our main character because our main character is rich because she's a famous singer. I will not be watching poinsettia of Ayla's singing in the credits. Authenticity matters, and this is textbook queer baiting. That guy works at a cafe, by the way. Like, of course she went for some broke guy. Rami deserved better. Rami and Ayla were endgame. I don't care. Ayla loved working with the poinsettia team in Velmont. More updates soon. Another lesbian who runs back to men the second it's convenient. I'm gonna fry them in the deep fryer, bro. This compromises the integrity of poinsettia. Rethink the casting decision. She's bisexual, which is a crime in Velmont, by the way. Yeah. This is such a girly pop conversation. Holy fuck. This is real, dude. This is so... so real. Honestly, her vibe was always kind of fake. She still loves women. She was still in a relationship with a woman for 5 years, but God forbid she also happens to also like men. If you can date men, you are not a safe space for lesbians. I hate the gold star lesbians, dude. I think if you proudly call yourself a gold star lesbian, I think you're pathetic. Like, actually. Solis spotted in Velmont. Exclusive photo. I'm so heartbroken. Rami and Ayla were my comfort couple. Gold star lesbian? Yeah, gold star lesbian is a term in like the lesbian community that means that you've never dated a man. You've never done anything with a man. You're like a quote unquote pure lesbian. So they call them a gold star lesbian. Like, gold star, congratulations. It's like, lesbians who have been with men in the past are still lesbians if they identify as a lesbian. You're not less of a lesbian because you've been with the man in the past, you know? Some people take a while to realize their sexuality and stuff like that, you know? It's just it's so annoying. So annoying. The whole culture can be so toxic sometimes, you know? I'm so heartbroken. Rami and Ayla are my comfort couple. Whitewashed Asian celebs chasing Western validation by claiming to be queer. Fork found in the kitchen. Must be why you don't idolize women. Always dramatic, always messy. She dates a dude one time and her fans shit their pants. Clearly women don't support women. Historically, it's always been when a group has been obsessed with purity. Does not talking to men count as a gold star lesbian? Well, no, gold star is like you haven't dated a man, you haven't kissed a man, you haven't had sex with a man kind of thing. I mean, it'd be kind of impossible to not talk to a man at all in your entire life, you know? Yeah. Heard there's tension on the poinsettia set over this one. You're home, right? Pick up? If your list stays on the soundtrack, I'm not buying a ticket. Notable talent, do your job. She built a platform off lesbian suffering, then pivots to a man? Wait, wasn't Ayla Solis drinking a lot after the breakup? Didn't she show up drunk to something last year? She's an alcoholic anyway. She's got photographed leaving a bar wasted, draped over that manager of hers. If you think about it, Rami spiraled while dating Ayla. Makes you wonder. Rami got into drugs during that relationship. Just saying. What if Rami became an addict because Ayla was emotionally abusive? The pattern is clear. Alcohol, emotional manipulation, and now men. She's no different from a man then. Lol. Is she gone yet? Like, boycotting the film until Ayla's removed. She's probably drunk right now, Keck. I need to post something. I'm sorry if my silence about parts of myself made you feel betrayed. If you feel represented by music, that was real. It still is. I'm not a fucking fictional character. I'm a person. I went on a date. If that shatters the version of me you preferred, I'm sorry, but I won't apologize for living my life. Maybe I should just call myself a lesbian from the start. Maybe that would have made everyone happier. Maybe I should have kept every messy part of my life off the internet. I don't know how to type the perfect, how to be the perfect icon you all wanted. That's way too many typos. That's tough, buddy. And none of those are approved by Notable, I will say. I will say that one. And low-key, I kind of want to do that one too. There we go. Diamond Star Lesbian. There is something called, I believe it's, what is it, like a Platinum Star Gay? A Platinum Star Gay is like a gay guy who was cut. So like gay guys, it's similar to like a Gold Star Gay, where Gold Star Gay has never dated or talked to or been with a woman, right? But a Platinum Star Gay is one who was birthed via C-section. So we never even came out of a vagina. That's like another thing. Fun fact for Pride Month. Yeah, but it only applies to gay men, because their whole thing is they've never even been near a vagina, not even since birth. That's because they got a C-section. Netherite gay. Yeah, it's like a whole thing. Yeah, it's mostly a meme with so many new things I learned today. Yeah, I'm here to educate. Always happy to educate. Anyway, yeah, we'll confirm that. I wake up to the sound of metal crushing under my shoulder. Did something catastrophic happen? I reach under myself and pull out an empty vodka soda can. Right. Last night. There are more cans in the bed. On the floor, on my nightstand, I don't remember opening this many. I don't remember much after all, coming home actually. Just waking up to throw up in the bathroom. I grope for my phone. When the screen lights up, I want to throw it again. Chirper queue is still open. All of my queued posts sit neatly in their little boxes. Panic-fueled, half-coherent paragraphs line up like bombs waiting for their turn. One is set to go live in 10 minutes. I delete everything. I check nothing has made it to Chirper, then double and triple check. Something shifts downstairs. Oh, damn, we didn't actually post it? Damn. So what happened to silver or bronze star? Oh, they don't care about that. You're already tainted by a man. You failed. Only the gold star lesbians get awarded. Something shifts downstairs. A soft thud, then the unmistakable sweep of someone pacing. You know they would have lit up no matter what you said. True, but I still wanted to say it. How nice of Levi to leave me drinking myself unconscious alone, then let himself in for breakfast. I roll out of bed, my feet crunch on another can. The mirror tells me my mascara is smeared down half my face. Whatever. Levi's seen worse. As I head downstairs, I kick 2 more cans out of my path. They clatter loudly across the floor and down the steps. It isn't Levi. Rami stands by the counter, backlit by the morning light through the glass doors. She looks like she belongs there, like she never left, like she didn't carve herself out of my ribcage and walk away with the pieces. Pain hits my chest so fast I almost miss a step. It's a stab and a scar that never fully healed. And worst of all, she's still beautiful. What are you doing here? Hey, I texted you last night saying I dropped by to find some documents I left here. The door was unlocked, so I let myself in. Her tone is light, as if we're old classmates bumping into each other at a train station. Right. Okay. Why didn't security stop her? They've probably seen her enough times to wave her through. How are you? Good. Really good, actually. She leans back against the counter, arms crossing in that Pulp Fiction femme fatale pose that once made me write 3 songs in a week. I went to the Maldives with my girlfriend. Maldives? 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 I don't know. She puts emphasis on the word girlfriend just to make sure I catch it. That's nice. I've never been. Did you stay in those little villas on the stilts? It was beautiful. We swam, ate everything in sight. Kim surprised me with a private dinner on the beach one night. Kim, my replacement, has a name. Sounds incredible. It was. We went snorkeling too. Kind of like that time we went, except Kim got proper snorkels, so I didn't get seawater up my nose every 10 seconds. She's obsessed with sea turtle. You know what this reminds me of? This is hitting so fucking infuriatingly close to home because it reminds me of my ex where I heard it's Maldives. Okay. It reminds me of my fucking ex, dude. I had an ex, and when we broke up, he immediately started telling me, like, this was like, literally, I had just lost my brother at the time. My brother died, and so I was like in the group chat with my friends, and like, hey man, like to everybody's in here, and he's also in the group chat because he's also friends with my friends at the time, and I'm like, hey, I'm just having a rough time, you know. Could really use some help. Motherfucker DMs me. He's like, hey, I'm glad to see you've been doing well. You know, I just got a new girlfriend. She's also an artist. She also wears glasses. She also does all these other things that you like to do. And she also is Hispanic. And basically insinuating that she's just like me in every way except she's better than me. And I was like, thanks, man. Like, my brother fucking died. Can you leave me alone? What the fuck is your problem? And then he had the audacity to be like, yeah, I'm so glad we broke up. I'm so glad. Like, I just feel like there's been a weight off my chest ever since we broke up. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? What is your problem? Yeah, dude. Some people are fucked up. That's what Rami's giving me right now. Do you want us to kill him for you? No, there's no need, dude. That was like, fucking forever ago. But this whole scene just reminded me of that. I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah, me too. How about you? How was Velmont? Does she know what happened? Notable was supposed to handle it. They said they handled it. That's fine. Just been busy. It always suited you, the whole quiet town vibe. I did like it there. You used to say the lights in small towns made everything look soft. You wrote a lyric about it, remember? I do. I remember exactly the one. I remember writing it in the same kitchen with her legs over my lap, her socks prodding my thigh every time she wanted attention. She looks down for a moment, fingers brushing on the countertop. Her eyes are so blue. For a moment, neither of us fills the silence. She's looking at the countertop. I'm looking at her, and I'm aware I'm doing it and I can't stop. Thank you for the head pats. 5 years leaves a lot of muscle memory. More importantly, how are you? I saw Cheri's chirp. Huh? Cheri posted something? My heart rate climbs. Cheri has 500,000 followers. I did with her in Belmont. I haven't really been checking Chirper. Oh, well, maybe you should check it. You're kind of a hot topic right now, and Cheri sounded upset at you. Yeah. Rami picks up the pink file on the counter and slips it into her bag. I found what I'm looking for, so I'll be leaving now. I called your cleaner to give this place a sweep. You should take a shower. She pauses at the door. I fucking told you so. The door. You cheated on me. You don't get to act self-righteous because you cheated on me, bitch. What the fuck? Did you block them after that? Yeah. Yeah, I did block him after that. It was crazy too because, oh my god, he cheated on me too. That was the thing. Then we broke up and he cheated on me with the guy. And it was the same guy that was flirting with both of us, right? So when the guy was flirting with me, I was like, hey, sorry, no, like I'm in a relationship. And meanwhile, he's flirting with him too. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? You're just talking about all this fucking bullshit, and then you were cheating on me with a guy? Oh my god. Relationships are so crazy, dude. Relationships are insane. Found the weak link. I know. As soon as she's gone, I log on to Chirper to find Cheri's account. I recognize my own post instantly, the one I made 5 years ago. I will always love my girlfriend more than anything in the world. Cheri has reposted and quoted it. Cheri feels so sad. You were such an inspiration to Cheri. Why does everyone keep disappointing Cheri? Seeing you with a man feels like a betrayal. It has over 80,000 likes and 10,000 comments. Someone replied, I agree with Cheri wholeheartedly. We supported Ayla because we thought she was a safe space from the male gaze. Now she's just another pop star using us for aesthetic. Oh my god, she still likes women! There's a community note attached to the original post now. A gray box sits under my old declaration written in flat, neutral language. Since this post, Ayla's been photographed kissing a man in Belmont. Dude, community notes really are like that sometimes, dude. It's crazy. There are links to news and blog articles. You don't believe who Ayla Solis left her girlfriend for. What do you mean? We broke up months ago. What the fuck are you talking about? Lesbian icon Ayla Solis soft launches a guy and tries to pretend we won't notice. A notification appears on the top of the screen. You have an hour to get to the office before I break into your house again. It's been 3 months since I've stepped into this building. Hard to believe that 5 years ago, getting signed here was everything to me. Management, branding, PR, the whole package in one neat little contract. Back then, this place meant I made it. I used to look at the notable logo and feel proud. Now all I feel is tired. The walls are lined with awards, tour posters, and magazine covers. Platinum records catch the overhead lights. My face is up there too, from the Recklessly era. I'm 21 in that shot, my hair half shaved and much more blue, trying to look queer enough. The staff at Notable are used to looking at celebrities. Usually there's a quick flicker of recognition, then they turn away and get on with their work. I used to find that flattering. Today I'm grateful for any reminder that people still like me. Ayla? One of the assistants approaches, clutching a tablet. I recognize her vaguely from the contracts floor. Meng? Did she move departments? Hi, you're needed down the hall. Crisis Communications is this way. Crisis Communications. In 5 years with this company, I've never had to go near that department. I follow the assistant down the corridor. We pass meeting rooms with glass walls. People inside glance up. They're good at looking without staring, but I can tell they know exactly why I'm here. I scan every face we pass, even though I know it's pointless. I can't help but look for that stupid guy's face for moral support. Excuse me, can I find Levi first? He called me here, so where is he? He's already with Crisis Comms. You can meet them there. Okay. I hate that I want him beside me before I walk into that room. May I remind you, Levi, that you're already on thin ice for not adhering to our code of conduct when, hey. When I step into the office, the conversation stops mid-sentence. Levi's standing near the far end of the table, jaw tight. The crisis team looked at me like I've just interrupted something delicate. Ayla, thank you for coming in. I'm Barbara. Sorry to call you out on such short notice. Not at all. The words come out automatically. I take a seat in one of the white chairs. It rolls slightly under me, like it doesn't want to commit to staying still. We exchange brief handshakes and polite smiles. Levi gives me a small nod of acknowledgement, but remains standing. Across me sit three people. Barbara is the crisis lead in the turtleneck, a man with a laptop open in front of him, another man further down the table, scrolling through something on his phone. We'll get straight to it. The screen behind them shifts to a slideshow. My name appears in bold beside a collage of headlines. The cafe photo, the kiss, Cheri's repost, a graph with a steep red decline. Barbara explains what I already know. Online sentiment has shifted dramatically in the last 18 hours. Sponsors are threatening to pause or pull funding if this continues. There are concerns about brand alignment and audience trust. Ayla Solis got with two men. Oh my god. There's also a secondary narrative forming around alcohol misuse and alleged emotional abuse. There are verified sources yet, but the velocity is concerning. So we see two viable paths forward. She taps the screen. A new slide appears. Response strategy. The first bullet expands. Our recommended approach is a controlled apology. You would express regret for any confusion caused, reaffirm your commitment to the queer community, and clarify that your music remains rooted in these experiences. The goal is to stabilize sentiment and reassure key partners. I see. Stabilize sentiment, as if people like Cheri are just a number on a graph. This option appeases your core fan base and shows accountability without introducing additional volatility. I thought we were just going to drown out the negative comments or get them taken down. The man with the laptop leans forward. We already had Cheri's team remove the repost. It doesn't change much. Her audience has already seen it. He adjusts his glasses. Trying to bury a reaction from someone with her reach risks triggering what's commonly known as the Streisand effect. The Streisand effect, yeah, when an attempt to suppress information draws more attention to it. People think we're manufacturing positivity or censoring criticism. We look manipulative. He gives a small shrug. Ayla tries to silence Cheri as a stronger headline than the one we have now. I swallow. From a brand perspective, deflection is costing more than clarity would. An apology positions you as empathetic rather than defensive. It lowers the temperature and protects revenue streams. The other man nods. I modeled similar incidents. A timely apology can cut negative engagement significantly within 48 hours. It also gives sponsors something tangible to point to when they're asked why they're staying. Silence settles over the table. They're waiting for me to nod. Levi steps forward and rests his hands on the back of my chair. Are you not even going to say the second response strategy? The crisis team gives him a measured look. The alternative involves a more assertive stance. It carries significantly higher short-term risk, particularly given sponsor pressure. We're not advising. The second strategy is that Ayla publicly identifies as bisexual and addresses the industry pressure that shaped prior messaging. It prioritizes long-term authenticity over immediate appeasement. Barbara exhales slowly. It is significantly more volatile. She doesn't say the rest, but it's obvious. Sponsors do not like volatility. The brand strategist turns to me. It's not just your reputation at stake here, Ayla Solis. There are contracts tied to your name. If this escalates, the financial impact doesn't stop with you. We're seeing increased attention towards individuals connected to you. Ghost stars, production staff. There's a risk of collateral scrutiny. Jay's face flashes through my mind. Our responsibility is to protect the broader ecosystem around you. That includes projects and people who do not choose to be a part of this controversy. Live your truth, rah! Yeah. I stare at the screen where my old post is frozen in time. I promise to Romney, now framed as an analysis in percentages. When I speak to Ayla alone. Levi. Go ahead, fire me if you want. Just remember how much annual leave you'll owe me on termination. On top of severance. You're gonna get me to supervise the next step anyway. What difference does it make? We're done here. Levi, what do they mean when they said you're on thin ice? Levi doesn't answer. He just grabs my wrist and pulls me to the nearest empty meeting room. The door shuts. I think I've been too lenient with you. He laughs once, without humor. They think I let you do whatever you want too much, say too much. What? You've done the opposite. Yeah, I have. That lands. I told you to lean into the lesbian angle. I told you not to correct interviews. I told you it was easier to use notable words. I badgered you into taking jobs you didn't want. Thought I was protecting your career. He exhales. Maybe I'm protecting my contract too. No, I'm sorry. I've caused so much trouble for everyone. If I just kept my stupid sunglasses on like you and Rami always said. Ayla. I don't want to lose everything. Ayla. The second time he says my name, softer, it stops me. He steps closer, lowers his voice. I used to get angry if a producer tried to soften your lyrics. I blink. Is that really what you want to become a singer for? To apologize all the time? To keep hiding your feelings? What did you become a singer for? For fame? For money? For the way Rami used to look at me when I played something new? I need you to remember something. His voice is steadier now. You wrote recklessly in one night because you were furious, right? Because you refused to edit your feelings down to something prettier. My throat tightens. The memory hits without warning. Rami had left a scar behind. Rami had left a scarf behind. I wrote recklessly because the girl I was sleeping with didn't return my feelings and fucking left a scarf behind. I'm bad at talking, at explaining to people what's going on in my head, so I sing. That's the only way I know how to say anything, honestly. My voice cracks. Tears blur the room before I can stop them. I brush them away quickly, annoyed. Levi reaches up, then stops himself. His hand hovers for a split second before falling back down to his side. I'm not telling you to torch your career. I'm not saying to ignore what this could cost. It could cost a lot. But if you don't think it's right, don't apologize. Don't appease your fans. But whatever you choose, make it something you can live with. He holds my gaze. No matter what you choose, I'll fight where I can, Ayla. I'll protect you, even if it makes my job 10 times harder. Aww. I look at him, and for the first time since this started, I feel less alone. I don't try to stop the tears this time. That night, I lie on my bed, fully dressed, staring at the ceiling, replaying Levi's words over and over until they lose their shape. Whatever you choose, make it something you can live with. The instructions themselves are simple. Notable has cued 2 clean, concise apologies on Chirper Planner. All they have to do is confirm, and their plan goes live. On the taxi ride home, disregarding their plan and coming out felt like the obvious choice. Fuck Notable, fuck the sponsors. Levi said he was on my side, but it wouldn't be the first time him siding with me ended up aligning perfectly with Notable's long-term strategy. The phone screen glows in the dark. Is a label really that important? I sit up and pull my knees to my chest. Sophia had been nothing but kind to me. She defended me without hesitation. Poinsettia is her film, and yet its reception is now tangled up with mine. Boycott Poinsettia is still trending. If I escalate this, turn this into a declaration instead of a clarification, it won't just burn me. They still haven't figured out Jay's identity. If the fire spreads, they might. The thought makes my stomach twist. He didn't sign up for this. I close my eyes. Cheri's face floats up instead. She was practically vibrating when she met me, covering my songs in her bedroom, saying my music helped her discover she liked girls. She felt represented, and so did so many other lesbians. Whether I meant to or not, I let that representation stand. I let it grow and become the narrative. I feel guilty for ripping that away. Maybe keeping the peace isn't cowardice. Maybe it's protecting the people around me. I avoided admitting it even to myself, but I can't avoid it anymore. I should have spoken up sooner. For fuck's sake. My voice sounds small without a mic. Why does everyone care so much? I'm bi. I'm still queer. Why does everyone care about who I date this fucking much? The room is quiet except for the hum of the air conditioner. On my phone screen, the confirm button waits. So does the draft I typed up on the taxi ride home. I'll release at least one of the apology statements. That feels inevitable. The question is whether I also release a statement of my own, and whether I'm ready for what happens after. Oh, coming soon. So we gotta continue to chirper queue. I'm sorry for the confusion and hurt my recent actions have caused. I understand how important sapphic representation is and I should have communicated more clearly, or... A photo of me from a night out in Belmont was shared online without context. The situation was a result of my own carelessness. My relationships and experiences have always been real, and I regret this moment has caused confusion. There's one more thing I wanted to say. I was never a lesbian. I'm bisexual. Always have been. I'll say... I say those two. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry, bitch. I won't apologize. Fuck you. You won't ever catch me saying sorry for this. Alright? There we go. I swallow that I press schedule. This is it. I'm officially out as bi to the world. Jay, Sophia, notable talent. I'm sorry. Cheri, I'm sorry. The app gives me that neat little chirp. I let the phone drop onto the pillow beside me and fall backward onto the mattress. Relief hits me sharp and suddenly, like I've been holding my breath for minutes. Yeah, a chirper will surely take this well. The internet will do its thing. People will interpret, misinterpret, screenshot, quote, rewrite me into whatever story they want. There's nothing left for me to do tonight. All I can do is wait. Levi's Root, Chapter 1. I wake up before my alarm. My phone is face down on the pillow beside me, exactly where I left it. I don't pick it up yet. I lie very still. If I don't move, the internet won't have time to form an opinion. That doesn't work like that, though. I know that. I pick up the phone. The notifications stack behind the lock screen. Chirper, chirper. A call from Notable's PR line at 8 a.m. A voicemail. Chirper, chirper. I unlock the screen. OMG, Ayla Solis is bi? Not sure how I feel about all these lesbian celebs suddenly going bi, but good for her, I guess. Okay, so maybe you think you're bi now. Cool, but why go on social media, TV to scream it? No one really gives a fuck anyway. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yes, they do. They do give a fuck. That was the whole issue. People gave way too much of a fuck. I scroll past everything with my thumb pressed flat. Not reading, not looking, just moving until I find the only name I'm willing to look at right now. One text, sent at 7:48 a.m. Good work, superstar. Oh, thanks, Levi. Levi. I reread it multiple times. I don't cry, which surprises me. I spent half of last night braced for it, that particular flavor of grief that comes after you've done something irreversible. It's just me in here. My statement is out. Whatever is happening on the other side of the lock screen is happening with or without me. And I feel like myself. My stomach growls aggressively, and the moment's over. I should eat something. The phone buzzes again. Another text from Levi. Don't check Chirper yet. I'll come over soon. We can have breakfast together as a celebration. He types for a while, then. You sounded good on that recording, by the way. Sophia sent me the file. Something tightens in my chest, but gently. The way a song does when it resolves. You insufferable man. As I reread his text again, my phone vibrates in my hand. It's the PR assistant. So her name is Meng. Notable must be mad. I'm prepared for this. I'll deal with them after breakfast. I slide to decline the call, but seconds later I get a text. Ayla, please come to the office. They've doxed Jay. Bro, what the fuck is people's problems? My heart drops to the bottom of my stomach. I spend the next few minutes furiously trying to call Meng back. I hit voicemail for the third time. Hi, Meng, it's Ayla. Call me back, please. I hang up and try again. Voicemail. I leave the same message and sit on the edge of the bed with my phone in both hands, about to call a ride to the Notable office when I hear the key in the lock. Good morning. Levi lets himself into my apartment the way he always does, without knocking, without announcement. But I swear he opens the door slower this time, like he's been standing outside it for a minute, deciding. He glances at the phone in my hand. I was about to congratulate you again, but I guess you heard the news about Jay. How did he get doxxed? How did they find him? He sets his takeaway coffee on the table. There was a loyalty card on the table in the restaurant. Someone cross-referenced the cafe name. Someone's got a way of making people stay longer than they plan. I knew I shouldn't have fucking taken that loyalty card. I wasn't even gonna use it. I still have that loyalty card. I have to call him. Cafe? Ayla, wait. I don't have his personal number. He's probably working. I need to see if he's... The journalists are likely at the cafe right now. How do you think it'll look if they get a call from you right now? He says it calmly, the way he says everything when he's working. I hate it. He's just a barista. He didn't ask for any of this. I know. He doesn't even know how any of this works. Notable's legal team is already filing takedown requests. They're working on it. And Jay? Who's looking out for him? He's being advised not to speak to the press. By who? Notable's legal team is handling it. Right. Of course, Jay is being handled. Not helped, handled. By people who've never met him and don't care what happens to his cafe or his name or his life. Only that he stays quiet long enough for the news cycle to move on. I set my phone down on the counter very carefully. Like if I'm not careful, I'll throw it. I thought the hard part was coming out. Levi looks at me, his expression softening ever so slightly. I'm sorry we can't celebrate just yet. Albert's been driving me for 3 years. He doesn't say anything when I get in the car, which means he's already seen the news and decided it's not his place to ask. I appreciate that about him more than I've ever told him. Levi usually sits in the front, but today he sits beside me in the back seat. I watch the city pass the window. Then I open Chirper. I have more courage to look when Levi's here. There are screenshots of old interviews and people picking through 5 years of press like archaeologists looking for proof of a crime. I keep scrolling. Just woke up to the Ayla Solis news. I'm not okay. In a good way. I needed to hear that today specifically. Thank you and fuck the biphobes. Yeah, fuck the biphobes. Ayla Solis' post made me cry on the bus. I think I'm gonna come out to my parents. Not to be dramatic, but Ayla Solis coming out as bi is the most real thing a celebrity has done on this app. It's been a long time since my mentions looked like this. This is why I pressed the button. I keep scrolling carefully, the way you eat something that might be too hot. The angry ones are still there too. I don't let my eyes settle on them. The car slows at a light. I lower my phone and look at Levi. He's staring at the windshield with his coffee cup balanced on his knee, untouched for the last 10 minutes. He has his composure back, mostly. The jacket's still yesterday's, but it's straightened. His face is arranged in a way where he's presenting a version of himself that's not quite authentic. Except his thumb is tapping against the side of the cup. Once, twice. He stops when he notices me noticing. How's Chirper? Loud, but there are a lot of people saying thank you. A lot of them. Good. I'm glad. He turns back to the windshield. Something's bothering him. Does he feel guilty he encouraged me to come out? Does he feel bad about going against Noble? Doesn't matter right now. I plan to support him as much as he supports me. The post performed better than projected. Sentiment has stabilized faster than our modeling anticipated. We're seeing a net positive shift across your core demographic. The framing landed well. Sponsors are cautious, but they're staying. On paper, this was the right call. He says it the way people announce good news when they're about to follow it with bad news. I pick up my paper cup of water, annoyed. As I said a minute ago, I know all of that. Can we get to Jay? How are we going to help him? I'm going to be so mad next year when they find out Ayla's age is different. Oh my god, how could you tell me you're 26? Last year you told me you were 25. When do the lies stop? The doxing is manageable. Takedown requests for all the open threads are processing. Within 48 hours, the direct links will be significantly reduced. The dox has anchored me to notable talent in a way I can't walk back from. Before this, leaving the agency was always an option. Now, Notable is the only thing standing between him and a full media cycle. They are the only ones with enough leverage to tell outlets not to publish his name. How did his details circulate so quickly? The individual responsible runs an account with a pattern of targeted harassment towards female celebrities. See, it's always the misogyny. It's always the misogyny. What did I tell you? They seem to harbor a specific bias against people like you. He says it with a slight narrowing of the eyes. The subtext is not very subtle. I told you so. Barbara clears her throat. Our other problem is that Jay is a private individual. He doesn't have an NDA or management, no existing relationship with Notable or any affiliated party. He has a story that every entertainment outlet in the country would pay generously for. Right now, nothing is stopping him from telling it. So, what are we doing about it? We're sending someone to Belmont to speak with him directly. And what will they tell him? That he'll receive compensation, legal protection, whatever he needs to feel. You want to pay him to stay quiet. We want to protect him. His details have been circulating over 14 hours. I set my cup down. Barbara's still talking, but I'm no longer listening. 14 hours? Those posts went live at around midnight. It's not noon yet. I don't have to elaborate, and the people in the room have already done the arithmetic. Something slots into place, quietly and horribly. The look Barbara shoots Levi confirms it. I look at Levi, who's looking at the table. He knew. He knew Jay's name was already out there before I pressed the button, and he didn't tell me. It's possible this individual would have spread his information regardless of what you posted. There's no way to know whether a different statement would have prevented this. That's probably the most human thing Barbara has said in the past 2 meetings. For the rest of the meeting, I answer when I'm spoken to and hear almost nothing. They tell me to just continue on as normal. I keep glancing at Levi. He doesn't look back, not once. I keep thinking about Levi's text. Good work, superstar. He knew, and he didn't tell me. When we leave the meeting room, I walk ahead. Levi falls in a step behind me. I can pick out the rhythm of his walk in a crowd after 5 years. I don't slow down. It's not Levi's fault. I know why he hid it from me. But still, you let me decide without knowing. I turn around. Even though you knew, I told you I'd protect you, even if it made my job 10 times harder. How is this protecting me? If you'd known about Jay before you posted, you wouldn't have posted. And I thought you should post. He's right. He's right, and I hate that he's right about me. He knows exactly how I would have folded because he's watched me fold enough times to be certain. You decided that for me, Ayla. Jay has cameras outside his cafe right now, Levi. His full name is on forums. He's forever going to be known as the guy who kissed a lesbian when you Google his name. Do you know what they can do to someone when he applies for his next job? I hate that the first time Levi put me before notable, he chose to do it like this. I thought I could trust you, Levi. Hold on, my glasses are like... I gotta clean my glasses. Hold on. Ugh. Okay. Okay, I'm good now. I'm sorry. They got the rights to Google, true. It comes out plainly. It's the most unguarded thing I've heard him say all morning, which just makes me feel worse. Please, save the apology. I need time to think. If I can't trust him, there's no one I can trust. I get Albert to drop me off somewhere I can finally have breakfast. I used to come here a lot when Rami and I first started seeing each other, before the money. She was a huge fan of the mini bento boxes and how you could use the store's microwave to heat them up. I like the egg salad rolls. I buy an egg salad roll and a frappe, then take a seat at a table away from the window, keeping my sunglasses on. Eventually, I open Chirper. It feels like a ritual at this point. I read the good ones first because I'm only human. The good ones are genuinely good. I recognize a few usernames. Accounts that have defended me during the fallout are still here now. I'm advised against following fans back, but I remember them. I get to the critical ones. I'm glad she came out. Can we talk about the 5 years of silence? She had a massive platform. Not trying to be cruel, but Ayla's soul is coming out now after the photo, after the controversy, isn't brave. It feels like damage control. Everything you said. The biphobia in the comments is disgusting, obviously, but also Ayla's Solis let notable talent use the lesbian label for years and said nothing. And now that she's been caught, she's reframing it as authenticity. I'm genuinely not sure how to feel. Then I go looking for the account, the one that found Jay. It takes longer than it should. The username is a deliberate tangle of random characters, the kind designed not to be searched. They repost a lot. They hate men. Their opinions are delivered like verdicts. But the pattern is there once you see it. Not gonna apologize for being tired of this pattern. Lesbians deserve better than being someone's aesthetic phase. Hashtag noticing there's not a single high-profile bisexual woman who didn't end up choosing a man in the end. Thread, bisexual celebrities who conveniently end up with men 1 out of 23. Oh my god. Friendly reminder that bisexuality is often used by public figures to maintain their alt image while enjoying straight privilege in private. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Taylor Swift. I love women. Also Taylor Swift. I'll only date men. When has Taylor Swift ever said she loves women? Oh my god. They're a gay Swiftie? They believe the gay Taylor Swift theory? Taylor Swift has never once dated a woman, never once mentioned she's sexually attracted to women, ever. She's only dated men. She's only written songs about men. What the fuck are you on about? She's married to a man. She said it in my mind. Why would she do that if it wasn't real? I know. Call out post after call out post of bisexual women almost exclusively. Celebrities, creators, anyone with a public profile who's bisexual and dating a man. The language shifts slightly each time, dressed up in different justifications, but the target's always the same. I scroll back through months of it. Barbara said they would have done this regardless. I'm not sure Barbara was right. Speaking of Barbara, she advised me to keep posting as normal. Silence makes people linger, and right now we don't want them to linger. Look unbothered, look unfazed. Bore them until they find someone new to care about. Let's see. So we've got, do you ever feel like the whole world is against you no matter what you do? It's honestly exhausting. To everyone who has shown me so much love and support since my return, thank you. It means more than I can say. I'm so grateful for this community and so excited for what's coming next. Yeah, we'll do that one for sure. Despite all the hard times, I'm grateful to be part of Poinsettia's official. This film is something really special. And then there's been too much drama lately. Missed when things were quieter. We'll leave those two out. I think we'll just tweet those two. And scheduled. I don't feel like anything I just queued, but it won't give the internet the satisfaction of seeing me rattled. I set my phone down and pick up my coffee. The ice has melted into the cream, turning it all into a brown mush. I'm halfway through my salad roll when a woman I don't recognize stops at my table. Ayla Solis? She's maybe 30, carrying a jacket over one arm and a coffee of her own. She looks like someone who's approached people before and learned how to do it without startling them. Guess what I got to right now to eat? What you got to eat? Oh my god, what are you eating over there? Is that hi, Alex? Hi. I won't take up your time. I just want to say I've been following what's been happening to you this week. She sets a card on the table. The Flux masthead is plastered across the top, a queer arts and culture publication. I think there's a story worth telling. Our motto is to tell all sides of the story. She says it like she means it. So I was wondering, do you have a few minutes? It's something you want that ain't in your state. You have Whataburger. Oh, I'm so jealous. You have Whataburger, bro. How can you do this to me? Oh, you got the patty melt. Oh, dude, that would be so fucking good right now. I'm so hungry. We could just talk. No quotes without your approval. I look at the card for a moment. How did you know to approach me here? I didn't. I come here most days. Sure, that's what they all say when they've been following me. I pick up the card. I want to run it by my manager first. Sorry. The words come out before I fully decided on them. It's like second nature to me at this point, relying on Levi for a second opinion. Even though I'm angry at him. No worries, that's completely reasonable. I'll be in touch once your agency gives the okay. She takes her coffee off my table and leaves the store, leaving me to finish my food alone. I don't go straight home. I need to make another purchase. I need to restock on strong ones. I have a booze shipment coming next week, but in light of the recent events, there's no way I'm waiting that long. I'm about to turn to the liquor store when someone grabs my arm. Ayla! I spin around. Viv? Oh my god, goth? Goth baddie? Let's go? What are you doing in a shopping center? Don't you have people for this? Vivian and I go way back. She also came up through open mics, but never got signed. And from what I know, she never wanted to be. I needed air. You needed air, but you're indoors? You know me. I do. Want to join me? I'm getting a pretzel. They end up on a bench near the escalator, Viv with her pretzel and her energy drink, and me with the bottle of water. So, I saw the posts. Everyone saw the posts. I mean, I saw all of them. The guy thing, the bi thing, the cherry thing. I was eating cereal at midnight, refreshing your chirper like a maniac. I didn't know you still followed me. Yeah, and you never followed back. I follow everyone from the old scene. I still follow that comedian guy who only posts pictures of his lizard. I laugh, feeling myself relax. How's the lizard? Thriving, I think. Better than the both of us. She tears off a piece of her pretzel and hands it to me without asking. Oh, I want an Auntie Anne's pretzel now, too. Why is this game making me hungry, dude? It's so fucked up. They lure you in with the queer representation, and then the whole game is just describing delicious food. Yeah. Dude, oh, I want the cinnamon sugar Auntie Anne's pretzels so bad right now. Why is this game doing this to me? How are you actually doing? I've been better. Obviously, I'm asking how bad. I consider giving her the notable approved version. Then I remember Mrs. Viv, who once told a venue owner to go screw himself on my behalf when he tried to shortchange her set payment, and it was never once in the 10 years I've known her said anything she didn't mean. Pretty bad. The guy in the photo, he got doxxed because of me. I catch Viv up on everything that's happened in the past week. Jesus. So, what are you gonna do? About which part? Any of it. That's what I need to figure out. Viv chews her pretzel and thinks about this with the focused expression she used to get right before she played a new song for the first time. For what it's worth. And I know it's not worth much coming from someone whose biggest gig last month was a Tuesday residency at a pub in Viv. I'm just contextualizing. For what it's worth, I thought the post was good. The coming out one. It sounded like you, not like your press releases. I look at the bottle of water in my hands. Yeah. The early stuff always sounded like you. Then it started sounding like corporate mood board. Then it sounded like mood board that had been focus grouped. Notable would love to hear that. Notable can get the bin. What does your manager think? He's the one who didn't tell me about Jay. Is he normally a good manager? Yes, he's normally very good. But he comes to my house uninvited and steals my food. Have you thought about getting a different manager? I open my mouth, close it. The short answer is no. The long answer is that the thought has occurred to me and I've moved past it so quickly each time that it's barely registered as a thought at all. It crossed my mind. And? He knows everything. 5 years of contracts and relationships. A new manager would take years to get up to speed. A notable would probably assign me someone worse. Viv looks at me for a moment. Whatever you say. The kid drops an ice cream cone on the escalator and starts screaming. We watch the fallen cone travel down the escalator for a moment. So, what's next? Well, someone approached me at the convenience store earlier. A journalist, she writes for the Flux. Oh, I know the Flux. You do? Yep, they wrote an article about me 18 months ago. Was it good? Hang on, I can pull it up. She takes out a phone with a cracked screen, scrolls for a moment, frowns, and scrolls some more. Okay, it's buried. Give me a sec. I swear it exists. Here. She holds up the phone. It's a profile piece. Vivian in the art of playing to 20 people like they're 20,000. There's a photo of Viv mid-set, eyes closed, raccoon tail hair flying in all directions. I read the first few paragraphs. Oh, this is actually really well written. Right? Is that a photo of your boyfriend? Ex. And let me quote my honest thoughts about him. By the way, I dumped his ass. I hand the phone back. So the Flux reached out to you. A journalist found me an hour ago and asked to talk. Said there was a story worth telling. Are you gonna? I think about Barbara's slideshow and the graph with the red incline and Jay's cafe with cameras outside the door. It might be a good idea to get the label stuff and the identity thing published. I don't know yet. I want to talk to someone first. Your manager? I don't answer straight away. Maybe. Ayla. I know. They made one bad call in however many years? 5. 5 years, one bad call in a job where every call is bad. She finished the last of her pretzel and crumples the paper bag. Don't make big decisions without him just to prove you don't need him. I scoff. When did you get so wise? I've always been wise. You've just been too famous to notice. She tosses the crumpled paper bag without standing up. It somehow lands cleanly in the bin. I'll call you this week, okay? We should catch up more. Definitely. It's a strong track, really strong. The bridge especially, that's the moment. It's still a draft. There's still so much I need to improve. I'm glad you're open to improvement. I do have a note on one line. One line? Well, 2 words. That reference to, you know, the century eggs? What's wrong with it? I had to look it up. General audiences won't know what that is. It pulls them out. It's not that rare. It's a common enough Chinese delicacy. I know, and we love that. We just think there's a version of this that keeps the feeling without people losing details. What would you replace it with? Something more universal, like something preserved, something that lasts forever. Keeps the meaning, works for everyone. It does not mean the same thing. It means something close. Have a think about it. We can revisit it. Why does this one line matter so much to him? Why do they care about this line so much that he wants to change it? You look like you're about to do something inadvisable. He wants me to change the line. I heard. From my song. He said it was too niche, that people won't know what it is. Knowing you, that's probably true. So what? They can look it up, or they can just feel the line without knowing exactly what it is. That's how poetry works. Also true. Then why are you not on my side right now? I am on your side. That's why I'm going to tell you something you don't want to hear. You've been here 2 months. You have no chart history, no leverage, and a debut that hasn't officially dropped yet. Right now, in this building, your lyrics are worth exactly as much as they decide your lyrics are worth. And if I change this, what else do I change? Where does it stop? What do you want your career to look like in 3 years? Because the answer to that determines whether this line is worth the fight. You want to be here in 3 years? You want to make enough that they have to listen to you? You want to be in a room where your opinion on your own lyrics actually costs them something if they ignore it? You're not in that room yet. So I just give them the line? You defer. This once, on this the one thing. And you remember exactly what it felt like. So when you're in a position to say no, you say it. And if I never get to that position, then you'll have made a lot of music that meant something to people, and you'll have one line in one song which you know the real version of. I visit Notable's office again to discuss the interview, but apparently Kira beat me to it. She came here? Yes, an hour ago. You just missed her. Should I do it? The interview? Levi is also in the room since it's his job to be here. Normally he'd chisel in at this point, but he's quiet. That's not a bad idea. It'd be an opportunity for narrative control. A well-placed profile piece could redirect press attention away from Jay. She did say their motto is to tell all sides of the story. I'm aware. That doesn't mean much, though. Then, the second part. I believe the journalist has enough from the public sources to write the piece regardless. She's going to write it. I sigh. Of course she is. I just want one thing I do to not feel like damage control. I know that feeling well. Levi follows behind me when I leave the crisis office. You should at least be coached before the interview. What, by you? I don't need coaching. It's not a public appearance. Journalists will circle back to the same question 3 different ways until you answer it differently. You'll think you're having a conversation. You'll be on record. This isn't my first interview. I know how they work. You've done press junkets in a controlled environment with a PR person in the corner. This is different. In the middle of your first crisis, anything you say is going to be read through that lens. She came to Notable's office before you did. She's done her research. Is this actually about the interview? Or are you trying to control me? Control? Wait, what? It's not what this is. Oh, is it not? I do kind of want to keep going just to see. I want to fully flesh out his feelings, but I also don't want to push him away too much. I don't want him to yell. Of
Well, we'll keep going, just a little more. I'm aware I'm being hostile to the only person who's generally on my side right now, but I can't stop. You were complicit in everything notable has ever done. You organized every single interview where I called myself a lesbian, every press junket, and you said nothing. The only reason I'm in all this shit right now is because you dragged me out of my sabbatical. You put me in Belmont. I didn't care. I don't care. Take my keys, break into my house, and make yourself impossible for me to function without. And you're surprised when I want some fucking independence for my own career? How convenient for you that I must need you this much. I watched that land. Levi's gone very still. I haven't seen him this static ever. Oops. Then he takes a slow breath. You knew that there would be a hot barista for me to meet in Vermont. Yeah. True. It was all a setup. That's how you want to see me. Fine. You have every right to. I suppose I deserve this. Best of luck on the interview. Have I gone too far? My chest feels all wrong. Part of me wants to take it all back just to wipe that look off his face. But I turn around and keep walking. Oh. Kira let me pick the restaurant. I select an Asian fusion restaurant I know will be busy on a Friday, with the ambient noise loud enough to prevent eavesdropping, but low enough that you can hear the person in front of you. Good for conversation. I get there first and take a seat facing the door. Kira arrives exactly on time. It's so nice to meet you properly, Ayla. She arrives the way she did at the cafe, bright smile and jacket over one arm. She sits down across from me like we're two people who arranged to have lunch, which I suppose we are. Thank you for agreeing to this. I know the timing isn't exactly great. Not at all. I've been meaning to come back to this restaurant. Kira orders a risotto and a sparkling water. I order a vegetarian mapo tofu I won't taste properly. She waits until the waiter is gone before she sets a small recorder on the corner of the table. Do you mind? I find notes miss things. Do you think the silhouettes are a stylistic choice? Yeah, because otherwise they would have to draw every single character, including all of the NPCs. This is just a thing that's very common in a lot of these, and like a lot of the indie ones. People who aren't like long-lasting major players usually just get a silhouette, because otherwise you have to draw their entire everything and probably multiple expressions for them. It's just a lot of work. So it's easier to save time and just focus on drawing the main characters and just have silhouettes for everybody else. That's fine. It's not fine exactly, but I knew it was coming. I want to say up front. When Rami appears in the shadow, I was like, they are cooking. I'm not here to relitigate the past week. I'm more interested in the context underneath it all. The industry structures, the branding, how your identity got packaged, and your experience of that over 5 years. That's a diplomatic framing. Is it inaccurate? No, it's just usually when journalists say they're not interested in the drama, they mean they want me to bring it up so they don't have to. Kira laughs, genuinely. Fair. You're in a unique position to speak on the pressure to perform as a legible identity, the way labels capitalize on that. I imagine it cost you privately. I take a breath. Viv's voice surfaces briefly. They let me quote my honest thoughts. My agency did have a hand in it. The lesbian angle tested well and made the music easier to market, which helped my career. Did you push back at all? At first. Then I stopped. What changed? I learned how the industry works. You pick your battles. And the label was the only pressure? She says it conversationally. Do I be petty? Do I be petty? Do I be petty? I'll be petty. My ex had a hand in it too, Rami. She was uncomfortable with me identifying as a bisexual, so she asked me not to. She asked you to call yourself a lesbian? She said it would be easier for the both of us, and I agreed. I wasn't planning on leaving her or dating anyone else. Notable agreed too, so... Kira takes a small note on the pad beside her recorder, which I noticed she hasn't touched since she set it down. Online sources state you have a preference for women. Are they incorrect? No, they're correct. I do prefer women, but I still like men. That's sort of the whole point of being a bisexual. And Rami knew that. Sounds like it complicated your relationship with your ex. It did, I suppose. But it wasn't the only complicated part. I was traveling a lot, touring. There were times where I wasn't home for weeks, and when I was home, I needed a lot of rest, so the mental aspect stretched on for longer. The mental aspect? I wasn't always present. I feel guilty about that. What do you mean by not present? Just when you're on the road that long, you come back and a part of you's still somewhere else. It took me a while to switch off. I don't think I was always easy to be with. I must have taken a lot of reflection to admit. Kara picks up the drinks menu and waves the waiter over. I'm gonna get a glass of wine. Do you want to share a bottle? Sure. Do you have a preference? I always forget what pairs with what. She tilts the menu towards me. I scan it briefly. Honestly, wine's a little bit lost on me. I'm more of a spirits person. Order what you want. Really? I would have thought... never mind. That's a stereotype. That musicians drink wine. How musicians have opinions about wine? Some do. I just never developed the taste. Don't worry. I drink all kinds of alcohol at restaurants, even when I don't like the taste. It's a social skill. Kara laughs. All right, I'll order something simple then. Kara orders a bottle of something she clearly knows well, despite what she said. How was your date? Sorry? You know, your date with the barista. Her question catches me by surprise. It occurs to me that because of everything that followed, no one asked me about the date itself. Not Levi, not even Viv. It was nice, actually. I didn't realize how much I missed girl talk. Oh, wanna elaborate? Barbara did say the purpose of the profile piece was to direct attention away from Jay. Talking about him seems antithetical to that goal, but maybe a neutral party painting the date in a positive light might make the public stop seeing Jay as a controversy and start seeing him as a person. There are people on Chirper calling him a predator who tried to convert a lesbian. He doesn't deserve that. I tell Kira how I was looking for salt bread and ended up meeting Jay at the cafe. Kira listens, taking notes here and there. He is easy to talk to and get along with. He made me laugh a lot. He showed me around the festival and made me try all the local food. He paid for all of it and made sure to find vegetarian options for me too. Did he know who you are? He didn't at first. He looked me up after dinner. He knew who I was by the time he kissed me. Kira smiles warmly. I see. I didn't know that. I watch her cross something out, writing something else in its place. If nothing else, print that, Kira. Our food arrives after that. Mapo tofu for me, mushroom risotto for her. You know, earlier you said you pick your battles. Her expression warms. I know what that's like, actually. Earlier in my career, I was staff at a much larger publication. I spent 2 years writing pieces I had no interest in, like celebrity feuds, manufactured controversies, things designed to get clicks rather than say anything. My editor called it paying your dues. I know those types of articles. I'm guilty of clicking on them. She takes a sip from her glass. Once I got pulled from a story I'd spent 3 months on because the subject complained to my editor's editor. After that, I learned to, as you said, pick my battles. That's why I ended up at the Flux. Yes, it's not as glamorous, but I get to write the things that actually matter to me. We talk for another hour. She asks me about music, about Velma, and about my tours. Kara shares funny anecdotes about past interviews, and I find myself genuinely laughing. By the time we finish, I feel lighter than I have all week. So hi, baby. Welcome in. Thank you for the resub for 26 months. Thank you, thank you. When I return home, the apartment smells like air freshener. The cleaner must have come by. I recall that Romney called them. Small victories. I check my phone. There's the usual barrage of Chirper notifications, which I've gotten used to. There's also an email from Notable's legal team. Please be advised that content removal requests filed on behalf of the private individual have been processed. Platform compliance has been confirmed on the majority of flagged posts. I exhale in relief. The post will be taken down. I'm so used to texting Levi on reflex after something good happens that I'm already on his messages screen before I remember I'm mad at him. It doesn't feel right to go completely radio silent, so I send him something brief. Interview's done. Yeah, this is fiction, all right. Went okay, I think. I'm about to take a shower when my work phone buzzes on the counter. It's an email with Kira's address in the sender field. Hi, Ayla. Thank you for your time today. It was a very refreshing conversation. Just wanted to check in before we go to print. Are you comfortable with me using what we discussed today? Nothing will be attributed to you without your sign-off, so if there's anything you'd like to keep off the record, please let me know by Sunday evening. Kira. I consider it for a bit. Honestly, it was a good conversation. I said what I meant. If anything, talking about the industry stuff on record feels overdue. It's not like Notable's branding practices are a secret to anyone paying attention. More importantly, I painted Jay in a good light. I typed back. Hi, Kara. Sure, happy to use what we discussed. I spend the weekend relaxing and not doing much. I go to the gym, float around in the pool for a bit, practice guitar, write. On Monday evening, I'm sitting on the couch with my phone in hand, half watching a film on the TV I've already seen. A chirper notification slides across the top of my screen. Why does everyone keep calling Ayla Solis an alcoholic? There's literally no proof. Ayla admits it herself? The community note contains a link from the Flux. I sit up. And then I remember two things at the exact same time. Our motto is to tell all sides of the story. They let me quote it my honest thoughts. I dumped his ass. I open the link. The article doesn't mention Jay. It's a profile piece about me. It isn't a profile piece about me at all. Oh my god. Rami on Intimacy, Identity, and Learning to Take Up Space Again by Kira Vasquez. The first thing Rami tells me is she doesn't want this to be a sad story. I just want to talk about what it's actually like being the person who stays home. Rami, 27, spent 5 years in a relationship with a high-profile artist whose music many in the queer community consider foundational. Relationship, in Rami's own words, was defined by absence. There were long stretches, weeks, sometimes longer, where she just wasn't home. And understood I signed up for that, understanding something doesn't make it easier to live with. Rami describes relationship years later as increasingly difficult. Her ex-partner, she says, has 2 complicated relationships, one with Rami and one with alcohol. Her ex-partner has been candid about her drinking. In a recent interview, she told me, I drink all kinds of alcohol at restaurants, even when I don't like the taste. Oh my god, she's twisting my words. Rami pauses when I read her the quote. That's exactly how she always talked about it. Like it was charming, like it was a part of her personality. Identity, it seems, was also a source of tension. Rami's a lesbian. Her ex-partner's relationship with that label was, by her account, more complicated. In the wake of their breakup, the icon has dropped the lesbian label and has since been seen dating a man. Interestingly, when I asked for identity in a recent interview, she said, I do prefer women. For Rami, the ambiguity was its own answer. She never fully claimed it, Rami says carefully. And I tried to understand that. But it created this uncertainty I carried for 5 years. The door was always open, even if she never walked through it. Rami's doing better now. She has a new relationship with someone who she says is simply present. She's been writing again, making things for herself rather than anyone else. I don't regret it, she says. I just want people to know that loving someone very talented doesn't mean you have to make yourself small. I made myself very small for a very long time. I'm working on taking up space again. Bitch! Bitch! It's a profile piece about Rami. I don't read it limerently. My eyes catch on fragments, quotes. Her ex-partner says she had 2 complicated relationships, one with Rami and one with alcohol. Sentences I recognize, sentences I approved. Her ex-partner's been candid about her drinking. In a recent interview, she told me, I drink all kinds of alcohol at restaurants, even when I don't like the taste. My sentences taken out of context and restructured. Rami is a lesbian. Her ex-partner's relationship with that label, by her own account, was more complicated. In the wake of their breakup, the icon has dropped the lesbian label and was seen dating a man. Interestingly, when I asked about her identity in a recent interview, she said, I do prefer women. But I still like men. The second part of that statement, the important part, is not there. I actually laughed. Because this isn't all sides. This is a story Kira has already decided to tell. I just handed her the words to do it. I knew we shouldn't have trusted her when she showed up with no face. I feel so betrayed, dude. How could she do that? Against my better judgment, I call Rami. It's Rom! I'm busy right now, so pretty please leave a message after the... No. I bite my tongue. She's not gonna reply anyway. I hang up. I should call Notable. I should call Barbara or the crisis team or the PR line. My thumb hovers over her contact. I've been here for a while. My phone is face up on the bar. I keep recalling the article in pieces, the way one prods a bruise to confirm it still hurts. I take a sip of my drink. In a recent interview, she told me I drink all kinds of alcohol at the restaurants, even when I don't like the taste. I said that to Kira like it was a charming throwaway line, and she filed it away and gifted it to Rami. How true is that? Would being coached by Levi have helped? Maybe he would have at least told me not to blindly approve everything. I downed the glass. I came out. I said the truth things out loud on the internet to however many thousands of people. I burned the narrative Notable built, and I did it on purpose, and I generally thought that was the hard part. I pick up my phone again. Rami's doing better now. Rami has a girlfriend who's present. Rami is working on taking up space again. I apparently took up all of it. Another one, please. The bartender obliges without comment. My phone buzzes. Albert. I let it ring out. It buzzes again. Albert again. I turn it face down. The thing is, I know Rami. I know the way she tells a story, the calculated pauses and the careful qualifications, the I don't regret it placed right before the part that's supposed to make you feel like she does. I watched her do it in arguments, in the handful of interviews she gave when we were together, and the way she told about her childhood on our third date. She's very good at sounding reasonable. She's very good at making you feel clandestinely and without accusation like you were the unreasonable one. I should have known. My phone buzzes, vibrating the table. A text from Notable's PR line. I try to ignore it, but the bartender won't fucking look this way, and I want another drink, and I need to scan the QR code to order and see the notification on the lock screen. Oof. It's over, dude. We ruined it. Hi, Ayla. Please be advised that effective immediately, Levi has stepped down from his role. A transition plan is being arranged, and he will be assigned a new point of contact within the week. We appreciate your patience during this period of transition. I stop reading. The bar noise continues around me. There's an old guy laughing too loudly at the far end of the room. The TV above the bottles is showing a football match no one is watching. How convenient for you that I needed you this much. I stare at my drink. He didn't even call me to tell me himself. I came out and Jay got doxxed and Romney gave an interview and now Levi is gone and I'm sitting at a bar whose name I don't even know and I don't have anyone left to text. I look at the bottles behind the bar for so long. One more. No, we got the bad end. No. We got the bad ending. No, it's fine. We can do it. We can speed run this. We can speed run a good ending now. I know we can. Just give me a sec. We could speed run. I know I didn't save any of that, so we had to. We have to skip common route. Okay. Continue to chirper. So we picked that one. Confirm. Skip. There we go. Okay, we're skipping. We're speed running. We're speed running, baby. That one and that one. There we go. I want to ask Levi first. It's okay. I remember all the choices I picked. Well, I'm taking a break from getting advice from you. You're the one who said when I'm in a position to say no, I say it. I keep walking. Kira, let me pick the restaurant. Okay, we're gonna keep everything vague as fuck now. She's not getting shit from me. Keep it vague. There are other pressures too, personal ones. From someone close to you? My ex, she preferred I didn't complicate the narrative. She asked you to call yourself a lesbian. She said it would be easier, and I agreed. Okay. Online sources state that you have a preference for women. Are they incorrect? Yeah, we know all that. Decline to elaborate. I shake my head, offering a polite smile. I don't think talking about it more would help anyone, especially him. I hope you understand. Of course, I didn't mean to push. They put the good end behind the coming soon, right? I know. Well, I think there should be a to be continued because it's not over. We just had like the first chapter of his story. So our food arrives after that. There we go. Text Levi. It doesn't feel right to go completely radio silent, so I send him a text. Interview's done. Went okay, I think. It's an email. Just want to check in before we go to print. Are you comfortable with me using what we discussed today? Do I have to like fight with him once and then disengage? Is that what it is? I wonder. We'll see. Hello? Hey, Ayla Solis. You missing our salt bread yet? Oh my god, he messaged me. I sit up very straight. Jay, are you? How are you? I'm good. I'm okay. Well, I've had better weeks, but I'm okay. I'm so sorry. You didn't sign up for any of this. Neither did you, from what I could tell. Good post, by the way. I laugh in disbelief. I ruined your life. I did not. The first few days were a bit crazy, sure, but things are settling down. And like, I'm not even a social media guy. This is the first time I've had this many eyes on me. I can only imagine. I'm so sorry. Nah, my boss keeps me grounded. Told me to keep showing up, act like nothing happened. If anything, this brought us more customers. Margaret bought me a casserole. She's 73 and she called the whole thing a lot of fuss over nothing. I smiled at that. There's an undertone to his voice of something slightly worn at the edges. I don't know if he's as okay as everything as he claims. I really am sorry, Jay, for all of it. I dragged you into something fucked up. You know, nothing to apologize for. I was the one who kissed you, but unfair that you got all the blame for it. You could say that. I hope things settle down for you. Can I ask, how did you get this number? It's not exactly public. I asked for it. I wanted to make sure you knew I was okay. I felt like you would fret over it. I was right. And Notable just gave it to you? No, they were not that keen to help, let's say. I'll bet. But someone called Levi approved it? They said he overrode the decision. Aw, Levi. I don't say anything for a moment. Coworker of yours? My manager. Ah, small silence. Well, tell him thanks from me. I will. We say goodbye shortly after. He has bread to bake, he says, with the tone of someone returning to a life that is thankfully still his. I sit with my phone in my hand for a while after he hangs up. Levi approved it, huh? I put the phone down and look at the ceiling. I don't text him, but I think about it for the rest of the afternoon. It's the most normal 2 days I've had in a long time. On Monday evening, I'm sitting on the couch with my phone in my hand, half watching a film on the TV I've already seen. A chirper notification slides across the top of my screen. Community note, let's see. Yep, it's the same. It's the same. Even though we kept things vague, the things she took out of context were things that we said regardless of whether we chose to keep things vague or not. Oof. But I still like men. The second part of that statement, the important part, is not there. I actually laugh. Because this isn't all sides. This is a story Kira has already decided to tell. And I just handed her the words to do it. Against my better judgment, I call Rami. Kira, you two-faced B-word. Yeah, I know, dude. I bite my tongue. She's not going to reply anyway. Kira, you no-faced B-word. Yeah, that'll show her. That's why they couldn't even be bothered to draw her face, bro. I hang up. I should call Notable. I should call Barbara, or a crisis team, or the PR line. My thumb hovers over a contact. So the closet transfer cleanly. There'll be no gaps in the representation or the interim period. We want to move within that quarter, ideally. Across the table, the woman takes a measured sip of her wine glass. Levi listens, idly spinning the tiny blue umbrella in her cocktail. The terms aren't unreasonable. I think the fit makes sense, for both of you. I'd want the escalator reviewed, but that's the conversation for legal. Of course, I'm flexible in the escalator. She closes the folder between them with a soft click, manicured nails lingering on the cover. I'm grateful for Meridian's cooperation. Are you? The woman tilts her head slightly, testing. This has been a productive evening, so thank you. But I have to say, I thought you want to be more hands-on with me, given your reputation. You listen to rumors. Levi was careful with how he responded, but she leans forward anyway, resting her head on her palm. Levi could smell a perfume both expensive and aggressive, the olfactory equivalent of a firm handshake. Rumor has it there's a nice bar 2 streets over if you want to continue the conversation somewhere less formal. I thought Meridian preferred to keep things formal. I like to keep things managed, but fun, kind of like how you operate. She smiles. I'm told I'm very fun. And I'll make decisions without proper assessment. We can arrange that. Levi's phone buzzes on the table. He gives the woman an apologetic look. One moment. He answers. Hi, Albert. Levi, have you heard from Ayla? I drove her to the restaurant earlier. It's now an hour past when I was supposed to take her back home and she's not picking up. Can't find her in the restaurant either. Levi sighs, already reaching for his jacket. This wouldn't be the first time. Tell me where you dropped her off. I'll sort it out. He hangs up and looks across the table. The woman from Meridian is watching him with an expression that is equal parts amused and appraising. She's not exactly his type. She's too calculating. She is objectively, though, very attractive. Oh yeah, I could tell by her figure. She fit right in at notable. He stands, straightening his jacket. I've already got plans at a bar. Sorry. He leaves a card on the table for the bill and walks out into the evening. He finds her at the bar, facing the bottles. She's still upright, which is something. There you are. She looks up at him as he approaches, squinting slightly like she's trying to bring him into focus. Mirage, Levi. No, I'm real Levi. Let's go. No, real Levi hates me now. You're the nice one my brain made up to make me feel better. She takes another sip. I don't hate you. Yes, you do. I was horrible to you. Even if I hate you, it's still my job to keep you alive. So you do hate me. You are the only person on my side. The only one, and I got angry at you. I'm sorry. Her voice catches. Levi turns to the bartender. She's young, mid-20s, polishing a glass she's been polishing since he walked in. How much has she had? Sorry? How many drinks have you served her tonight? She ordered 3, I think, maybe 4? Are you continuing to serve someone who's visibly intoxicated? The bartender sets the glass down. She's nuts. She must be doing a rapid internal calculation whether this is her problem. Yes, it is. You're not supposed to... In order to get your liquor license, in order to serve liquor, you have to know... The number one thing they teach you is to know not to serve people who are visibly already drunk as fuck. Because then it becomes a liability on your end. She seemed fine when she ordered. Look, she's an adult. I'm not her babysitter. No, you're the person who's legally obligated to not overserve patrons. The bartender shrugs and finds somewhere else to be. Levi turns back to Ayla. She's trying very hard to appear sober. You're doing the voice. What voice? You use that voice when I've disappointed you. Can you stand? Obviously I can stand. I'm not... She slides off the bar stool. Levi catches her by the elbow. Okay, a little. I know. He takes off his jacket and settles it around her shoulders and steers her towards the door with a hand at her back. Where are we going? Home. I don't want to go home. I'm always home when I find out everything's terrible. We'll go somewhere else, but we're leaving. An older bartender watches them from the end of the bar. He calls out to them when they pass. Boy, you know her, right? He seems like a bartender who's seen enough to want confirmation before he lets them leave. Levi opens his mouth, but Ayla leaps between them. Levi's the only person who knows me. The bartender seems to consider this for a minute. Ayla's piercing blue eyes are staring into his. Aren't you? He clears his throat. All right, I believe you. Have fun with your boyfriend. And you, boyfriend, get her home safely. Levi steers her through the door before she can say anything else. To be continued. To be continued. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. To read more of Levi's route now, head to Tenchi Studios Patreon. Free trial for a limited time only. Wow. Wow. Full release coming Q3 of 2026. So, fall 2026, baby. Yippee! I can't believe Kira betrayed us like that, dude. That's so fucked up. It was all a setup from the beginning. Can't trust nobody. Also, thank you for your daily pillow, Key Energy. And for your 5-stream streak. Congrats. This one had sauce, dude. Yeah, this one was cooking. This one had some good shit. Some stuff simmering away on the stove. Which, by the way, this is the link to the game. It's on itch.io. I did see Cheri on the menu too. Yeah, Cheri is one of the love interests, but they don't have that in this demo build right now, I think. Oh no, they do. They have chapter 1 of Cheri's route as well, but I guess I didn't unlock it, so. Oh, I'll have to figure out later how to get it. Oh, it's Rami's side story too. They even have Rami's side story. It's recommended to play this after completing the comment, but I'll let you guys play that yourself. I'll let you play that yourself. If you're curious, you should download the demo yourself. It's free. But yeah, I think it's very cute. I like both of their dynamics a lot. I do like it. The caring manager who's doing his best to help her, and then the pop star who also idolizes her too. I think they're very cute dynamics each. Yeah. So there you go. There's a link to the itch.io for the game. If you guys want to play the demo for yourself, maybe you want to get Cheri's roots. Maybe you want to read Rami's side story. We hate biphobia. All right, just put that out there. We hate biphobia. We refuse biphobia. And happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, gang. We'd love to see it. Fuck biphobes. Shooting my laser beams at you, biphobes. Pew, 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 pew. That'll teach them. That'll teach them. All right, let's see who is online right now. Let's see here. Mayhaps. Let's see, who should we raid? Mayhaps. Oh, we'll raid Maisie. That's who we'll raid. Maisie is currently playing Mouse PI for hire. So we will raid Maisie. Yeah, the demo was really great. I definitely look forward to the full game. I think both of the love interests are really, really interesting. And as a bisexual myself, the biphobe comments were really getting under my skin. So I think the writer really nailed that aspect for me, because I was like seeing red over here, you know. But yeah, please support the dev. I thought it was really great. It was a really interesting story. And as a fellow bisexual, it's very near and dear to my heart. So I can't wait for the full version to come out later this year. Yippee! But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for some drawings, working on some art commissions, and chill. But if not, no worries. I'll see you when I see you. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. And good night. Mwah.